This is Eagle 102 KJFM, Louisiana Bowling Green. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area high school football is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM Radio app. Now to the field for high school football on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good evening and welcome to Week 6 of high school football. Mark Fronick, Jim Ross here at Bowling Green High School tonight as the Bobcats, now 5-0, take on the 3-1 North Callaway Thunderbirds. Actually, Bowling Green 4-0. I forgot that missed week, and that's what they're making up here tonight. They're having senior night tonight, and they will recognize the homecoming court here tonight before the game. And there's a lot of seniors between the Bobcat players, the cheerleaders, and the band. That is quite a few seniors out there being honored tonight.
It's always good to see all this participation in extracurricular activities. Small schools, you see a lot of that, and much of the same here at Bowling Green High School.
A lot of seniors on this team, and it's been a pretty good run to start off this 2021 campaign for the Bowling Green Bobcats.
Sure it has. They kind of found out last week that you got to show up every night. You got to play hard every night. There's a lot of speculation. Did that week off create some lethargy amongst them? But they ran into a good Mark Twain football team, and they got punched in the mouth and came out of the other side on top 28-14. So, and it was big boy smash mouth football last week. If you liked old school, run it between the tackles, get after each other football, both teams did that. There weren't a whole lot of passes until late in the game when Mark Twain got behind. They had to start putting it up a little bit. But up to that point, I don't know if we'd had 20 passes between both teams. And it was just hard smash mouth football, and then Bowling Green found out they can play that way and win.
Yeah, Mark Twain dusted off the old Clarence Cannon Conference playbook. That just smash mouth, run it up the gut type of football. And like you said, Bowling Green was up to the challenge and survived that. Built a nice little cushion early on, and were able to hold on for the 28-14 victory over the upstart Mark Twain Tigers. Now they move the focus to the North Callaway T-Birds, who picked up their first loss last week. They were 3-0 to start the season. Went
Stratford.
Stratford across the state, and were punched in the mouth by the Cardinals, 48-14.
Yeah, Stratford's about 10 miles right on I-44. If you ever go down to Springfield, just northeast of Springfield, they've historically had a good football program down there, and so they were looking for a game, right, to replace the Clopton game, and they had to travel a long ways to get it done, but they got smacked. Now it's going to be a completely different game because they like to run spread, and of course that's a whole different ball of wax. Bowling Green can play both ways if they want. I would expect them to go ahead and start out playing smash mouth and just see what North Callaway's got to offer on the line, and then react from that point forward.
Yeah, I don't know if the passing game is really in the books tonight because we had some rain here in the pregame, but Mr. Chop from North Callaway insisted that it would be done by 7 o'clock. So I'm going he kept the jokes in the pocket tonight.
Oh, he did?
And
what?
Brought out the weather report.
Well, that's bad karma for North Callaway then if he didn't throw out some jokes.
At least not to me tonight. But he said the rain should be out of here by the time we kick this thing off in about 25 minutes. So we'll see if his prediction is true. Let's start the pregame show for you next here on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports, Saints Avenue Cafe, and Penrod Real Estate.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, view your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
It's 4-0 Bowling Green and 3-1 North Callaway here in week 6 of high school football. Mark Froning, Jim Ross getting ready for this battle at Bowling Green of the teams with numbers you can't read. North Callaway, their road white on white. White numbers on white uniforms. If you don't pick up the shoulder numbers, you're out of luck. And Bowling Green's, after the sun goes down, they just they kind of merge into this just big glob of red. They're big numbers, fat numbers, and it makes it a little hard to see afterward.
I'm all about good-looking uniforms, and I love the Thunderbirds. I think that's probably the best nickname, mascot name in our area, but they've got the ugliest road uniforms I've ever seen.
Yeah, borderline illegal, and very hard to see.
And they can't hide because it's all white.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You just can't tell what the numbers are, and once it gets dark, I'm afraid it's going to be worse. And but let's talk about the game a little bit. This game for the last couple of years has been a barn burner. In fact, if I remember right, Michael Starks had an interception late in that game last year to secure the victory. They won. Bowling Green won 30-23, and then the year before here, Bowling Green lost 22-21, and so. And in fact, in the series for the last 10 games, it's 5-5. So I think you can expect at least a competitive game early, and we'll see if the bruisers up front wear North Callaway down, which I think is kind of what happened a little bit last week in the Mark Twain game. Mark Twain didn't have the guys that could shift in and out like Bowling Green does, and by the time we got late in the third quarter, early fourth quarter, they'd been beat up pretty bad. Kept fighting, they fought to the bitter end, but I think they just might have wore down a little bit, and Bowling Green Starks got away for a long touchdown, and they went on to win. So we'll see how this plays out today. You look at the numbers. Bowling Green's averaging 46 points a game. North Callaway 34. North Callaway's given up 13.5. Bowling Green's given up 6.8.
And of course, that's like a touchdown a game down from last year for North Callaway.
Right. And then, of course, they lost the Player of the Year in Cody Cash. He was the EMO Conference Offensive Player of the Year, and he graduated. And the year before that, they had his brother with him, and they were quite the dynamic pair. And so you've lost your main guy, but they still like to spread it out. They still throw it around. They pretty much go 4 and 5 wide every possession, and you'll see them throw it around quite a bit. And of course, the key for Bowling Green is to get a little pressure on them and make them make some mistakes.
You talked about North Callaway defensively and how they would hold up front. We'll go through the starters much later on in our pregame, but they just have 3 on the line. Then they have 4 linebackers and 4 D-backs. I think that kind of approach kind of lends to limiting instead of completely shutting down up front.
Well, and part of that could be, I love, today you see this a lot. Coaches coach to their philosophy and as opposed to their personnel. Well, in high school, you don't have the luxury of going out and recruiting the personnel you need. Yeah. And so they only have 1 offensive lineman coming back from last year, North Callaway. And so as a result, the same holds true on the defensive line. I think they actually have 2 guys that played on the defensive line. So you go to a 3-5 or a 3-4 because you don't have the skill up front to do it, and maybe you've got the skill at linebacker. And, you know, if those three guys can occupy a couple linemen and give those linebackers a chance, that's what they're going to want to do. They're going to want to attack Bowen, attack Starks, and try and get them for the break free. Now, the problem with that is that's 7 guys in the box, right? You don't make that tackle, bye-bye. And we've seen Michael Starks do that, or Marcus Starks, as you say, do that a number of times this year.
13 touchdowns through the first 4 games of the season for Marcus.
You know, and Charlie Bowen, you let him get free. He doesn't have the speed Starks does, but he can take to the house as well if you don't take care of your business up front. And so, and defensively for Bowling Green, you know, they gave up the the top group gave up their first points of the year. They hadn't given up a score up until last weekend, and so they might be smarting just a little bit from that, saying, hey, you know, that's not us. And so we'll see how fired up they are. I think the week off they got healthy for sure, but you just can't stay sharp missing that game.
Yeah.
You kind of get back into your preseason mentality when you have 2 weeks in a row of practice and you're beating on each other again, and you're tired of that. You did that for two weeks before the season started, and now you got 2 weeks in the middle of the season. So we'll see if they're a little sharper tonight. And again, that didn't have anything to do with Mark Twain's game being closed. Mark Twain's got a good football team, and you know, they got a little bit of a test tonight. They've got to go to Wright City, and Wright City's kind of an unknown. They're usually pretty athletic, not very big up front. So it'll be interesting to see how that game shakes out. But this should be a good one, at least to start here tonight.
It's the 4-0 Bobcats and the 3-1 North Callaway T-Birds. Both of these teams have missed a week of action and had to make up games also on their schedule because of that Clopton-Ellsbury open week in their schedule. We're about 15 minutes away from kickoff. We'll take a break, come back with your keys to the game after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Airco Convenience Centers, Freedom Cuts, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Getting ready for Bowling Green and North Callaway here from Bowling Green High School in week 6 of high school football. State-ranked Bowling Green. What are the keys for them?
Bowling Green, do what you do. Do it better. You know, sharpen up what you got out of kilter last week, and just play your football game. If they play their football game and play relatively mistake-free, they had quite a few penalties last week. They need to stay away from that. They'll be fine. And defensively, you know, they're actually fairly opportunistic. Dylan Dalton had an interception late in that game last week, and they're going to have the opportunities to pick some passes off today if the line can put a little pressure on the quarterback O'Neal, and just do what you do. And I'm betting money that's what Coach Joe Chin's telling them right now.
And he was talking before the game when I went down to get the starters about how healthy this team is and how that's really expanded the playbook and kept them doing what they're doing, where they're able to be a cohesive unit so far through through the first 4 games of the season, and the week off actually did help them, whether they knew it or not at the time, because they are in such great physical condition right now.
Well, and every team that we've seen up to this point, they've got guys banged up already. You know, so you can just look out on the sideline. They'll have their arms in a sling, or whatever the case may be, and you don't have that with Bowling Green right now. And I mean, when you're talking about being 4 games into the season, that's saying something, that you come out pretty clean.
Yeah, no injuries to speak of is what Coach Joe Chin said. Those are our keys to the game. They're getting ready for the national anthem here on the field, so we'll take a break, come back with more after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Orff Construction, Ackles Farm Market, and Knight Equipment Company.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
Bowling Green Band with the national anthem is always doing a great job. About 9 minutes to go before we kick this game off here in Week 6 as Bowling Green 4-0 takes on 3-1 at North Callaway. We got to jump back into our forward-leaning chairs
Get
here
into our saddles
in the press box. I had a chance to saddle up earlier. My birthday was on Wednesday. We went down to Roadhouse. I declined to sit in the saddle.
You didn't ride the bull?
No, not for no.
Oh, come on, why not?
I'm 43 years old with bad knees. It would have taken me a while to get on the
saddle. It'd be so fun to be sitting here talking about your injury from falling off the bull,
though. 43, yeah.
43. I got shoes that old.
Bowling Green and North Callaway, and let's take a look at our starting lineups brought to you by Community State Bank. We'll start with the defensive starters for North Callaway. And, again, going with that 3-4 defense. On the D-line is number 80, Drew Blevins. He's a senior. Cooper Wortman, a sophomore. Number 60, Chance Killian, a senior. Linebackers, number 56, Davis Woods, a junior. Number 26, Manny Moreno. He's a senior. Number 22, Trevor Ray. He's a senior. Number 9, Peyton Olson. He's a senior. The D-backs, 4 of those as well. Number 23, a junior, Matthew Weber. Another junior, number 12, Braden O'Neill. A senior, number 8, Blake Whipple. And a sophomore, number 6, Sergio Moreno. So those are the defensive starters for the North Callaway T-Birds, and the offensive starters for the Bowling Green Bobcats here on senior night. There's quite a few seniors at wide receiver. A senior, number 26, Owen Niemeyer. Also a senior, number 5, Jordan Miller gets a start on senior night. Tight end is a junior, number 24, Gunnar Bryant. The running back is a senior, number 33, Charlie Bowen. The other running back, 13 touchdowns so far, a junior, number 1, Marcus Starks. On the line is junior, number 68, Jackson Charlton. Number 65, a junior, Ryan Bowen. Junior, number 59, Devin Rue. And the sophomore, number 56, Harrison Hunt. The only senior on the line is number 58, Seth Huber. And, of course, the quarterback is a junior, number 6, Dylan Dalton. So there's your starters for this ball game on both sides of the ball for North Callaway defensively and Bowling Green offensively. And here come the Bobcats out of the locker room slowly and now take off toward the 50-yard line. Flag waving behind them as they run up the band. They'll plant that at the 50. And we're just about ready for football here from Bowling Green in Week 6. Undefeated state-ranked Bobcats taking on EMO rival North Callaway. We'll take a break, come back with more of the pregame show after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Clint Bowen Construction, Geeky Hillbilly Computer Services, and Meyer Implement Company.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shop.
Well, for the second week in a row, Jim Ross, the offense for Bowling Green is out there running plays before the start of the ball game at the 50, kind of perpendicular to the field. So I think they're ready to go here in Week 6.
I think they are too. Let's tell you about the officials. They're out of the Columbia Officials Association. Referees David Langton, umpire Troy Linneman, line judge Zach Good, linesman Garrett Anderson, and the back judge Justin Green.
They got a fancy card, all their
fancy
pictures
card,
on it.
Laminated with their pictures, got the logos of both mascots of each school. Yeah, it's maybe we're paying them too much.
or
trust me, I never had
if I did that,
card.
you'd tell me I had too much time on my hands.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
These two teams have split the last 10 meetings, the last 2 meetings as well. So this is not a gimme for the Bowling Green Bobcats by any means. 3-1 North Callaway, a little, I guess, miffed that they went across the state and took a beating last week. So they're focused to come back strong this week.
Well, in fact, North Callaway's won 4 of the last 5.
Yeah.
So I don't know there are many teams around that can say that. You talk about the conference standings, both of them are 3-0 in the conference, but the difference is that North Callaway's still got Mark Twain and Montgomery County to play yet, whereas Bowling Green will have Louisiana and South Callaway, and then their non-conference game of the year, replacing the Clopton games, the last game of the year against Cardinal Ritter, who's a state-ranked team in a class or 2 higher than Bowling Green, so that will be the ultimate challenge right before you go to districts.
Let's talk about some of the games around the area, because Louisiana has a chance to even their record at 3-3 and camp a 3-game winning streak against MMA tonight. And, no game's a gimme, but they come into that ball game heavy favorites.
They do, and it's their homecoming, so I'm sure they're all fired up and ready to go. They've had their parade and what have you this afternoon. So, yeah, good luck to Greg Pitzer and his troops over there against MMA. Yeah, that's a winnable game for sure.
Other games, we mentioned Mark Twain at Wright City. Wright City 1-3 on the season. They missed time because of COVID. Van Far 0-5 at home against South Callaway, who's 2-3. Winfield with Ellsbury taking on St. Charles. St. Charles 0-5 on the year. Winfield is 3-2. Pittsfield at home against New Berlin tonight. The Saukeys 2-3 against 1-4 New Berlin team. And then is that the Oak and Bucket? Pleasant Hill at home against Calhoun.
I guess you know all those nicknames, yeah. Interesting thing about St. Charles, you said they're 0-5. They have a guy, can't think of his first name, Gracie is his last name. But anyway, he's a monster, and he's a signee for Mizzou next year. And if you ever saw a picture of this guy, he is a man. And there must not be a whole lot around him.
Yeah.
As they are 0-5. And actually a guy that was a little bit ahead of me at Central Methodist, Bob Leonard, is their coach. And, they're another one of those schools. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, you'll remember this. Back in the day, St. Charles High School was the only high school.
Mm-hmm.
Then St. Charles West came in, and that kind of split it up. So they had quite the rivalry between St. Charles and St. Charles West. Now you got all the other schools in St. Charles County, and it's split it all up. And St. Charles now is the smallest school of the bunch. And St. Charles West is really they've dropped down a class or two. They used to be in the biggest class in the state as well. So it's kind of weird how demographics affect things in high school. Of course,
what do you got? Two schools in Wentzville. You got
all the Zoomalts, east, north, south. You got St. Charles Lutheran St. Charles. So you've got all kinds of schools down in that neck of the woods that they can go to now, and parents are more than willing to move a little bit in order to make that happen if they need to. So.
We're about 3.5 minutes away. The team's getting ready to go out to the 50-yard line for the coin toss. We'll take a final break here on the pregame show. Come back with football after this on KJFM.
Before or after the games this season, let's go to Airco. They're always glad to see you at Airco Travel Plaza in Bowling Green and Airco Convenience Store in Louisiana. Stop in, fill up your vehicle, and fill yourself up with deli sandwiches, snacks, soda, Chester's Fried Chicken, and more. Good luck to the area teams this year from all your friends at Airco. Open 24 hours a day in Bowling Green on Business 61 South and from Airco Convenience Store, Junction 79 and 54 in Louisiana. Let's go, Airco.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Orff Construction in Bowling Green has been Pike County's residential and commercial water and sewer excavator contractor for over 54 years. Orff Construction is family-owned and operated and state-approved as septic installers in Pike, Lincoln, Rawls, Audrain, Warren, and St. Charles counties. Orff Construction can also handle your directional boring needs. Contact Les today for your free estimate, 573-324-3552, weekdays. Orff Construction, Highway 161, just outside Bowling Green. Follow Area High School Sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
Coaches have exited the scrum at the 50-yard line. Just the captains and officials there going over the ground rules now ahead of this Week 6 matchup between Bowling Green and North Callaway from Bowling Green High School. Mark Frontick, Jim Ross. Coin toss in the books, and it looks like Bowling Green's going to receive to open up this game.
They will. And it doesn't appear that they anyone deferred. It appears they won the toss and going to take the football and try and jump out on top here against the Thunderbirds of North Callaway. Glad to have you with us, man. It's a great night for football. Little rain floating around, but I looked at the radar before I came over. It didn't look like anything too substantial to worry about.
So you're agreeing with Chop?
If Chop says it's going to be done at 7 o'clock, I'm going with Chop says.
Well, it's 7 o'clock, so time for football, some dry football here in Week 6 between Bowling Green and North Callaway. North Callaway in their road whites head to toe, white numbers. Little shoulder cup, I guess, each one. You can see the numbers a little bit better there.
Yep, I'm glad you're trying to see these numbers. Whew, tough. Bowling Green all the way black head to toe, red numbers, gray trim, which is what makes their numbers hard to look at or hard to read when it gets dark.
Matthew Weber to kick things off. I think that's a 23, right?
I think
it
you're
is.
Right.
We're 1 for 1.
Starks is deep. See if they want to kick away from him or not.
12 minutes on the clock. Whistle blows. And Weber will put his foot into this one to start the ball game, and he kicks kind of a squibber, picked up at the 20-yard line, 22-yard line, working his way through, still on his feet, and then dives across the 40-yard line. Nice return there. Was that Cooper Keel?
I believe it was.
Number 9, Cooper Keel.
So really good
23-yard return if they mark it at the 43. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 42, so we'll give them 22 yards on the return. It's a great field position for the Cats, so this will be interesting. Let's see what happens up front. They talked about coming out in a 3-4, and they're in a 5-2.
Yeah. So right off the bat, and flags come out immediately. Pre-snap penalty.
Bowling Green had problems with the Hankey last week. This is encroachment.
On the defense, so it'll be 1st and 5.
So they were shuffling around trying to get 5 men on the line and got one in the neutral zone.
After the penalty, the Bobcats find themselves at the
and it will be 1st and 5.
An absolutely beautiful night for football here at Bowling Green. Bowling Green Lady Cats softball in the CUPE Classic this weekend. They lost their first game, so they'll have more action tomorrow. And they go to Charlie Bowen. Little trouble with the handoff, and nothing much happening there. Gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Little option look that time. North Callaway stacking the box. They had 8 guys in the box that time at the snap. Gain of 1 for Bowen.
30 seconds gone here in the first quarter. As the play comes in with Dylan Dalton from the near sideline.
Interesting how North Callaway switched things up, eh?
Yeah. Ooh, Marcus makes a little side step through the line and gets the first down. He's still on his feet, being pushed by his lineman all the way to the North Callaway 40-yard line. That's a nice run and some good help that time from number 55, Harrison Hunt.
Gain of 12, and as I mentioned in the pregame, when you stack the box like that, you break one tackle, there's nobody home. And he almost got away from that linebacker, and he'd have been gone if he'd have been able to get that foot freed up.
I like that first move, though. Just turned himself sideways and slipped through a hole, and then it was all rumbling after that, and he tripped up right off the bat this time, but he'll still rumble forward for a gain of about 8 yards.
Nice little spin move at contact, and yeah, he will take it all the way down to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 7. They keep pounding the ball inside. They'll be able to run a play action pass, and there won't be anybody within 20 yards of the receiver.
One receiver split to the near side. It's another give to Marcus, and he's met as he crosses the line. Got about half the yardage he needs, and it'll be 3rd and about 1.5. Manny Moreno on the stop. They give him 1 officially.
They're in 4-down territory.
Now they move it forward a little bit. So it's a true 3rd and 1. Dalton on the option, and he rumbles forward. Got the first down across the 30-yard line to about the 28.
Cut it back inside. Thought about taking it around the end, but they had good containment on the outside. They'll give him 3 on the carry and the first down.
Nothing too splashy here on this opening drive, just good hard-working football.
It's what we saw last week, mano-y-mano up front.
1st and 10 for Bowling Green. Give us Marcus again. He goes off tackle this time, and will get ahead for about 7 more.
Yep, anytime you can pick up 6, 7 on first down. Looks like they might even give him 8. That's a good thing. Staying ahead of the chains.
O'Neal on the stop. That's Braydon, Braydon O'Neill. Hear a lot of his name tonight as he's the quarterback. And they rumble forward, got enough for the first down, it appears, right at the marker.
Bowen on the carry. And they will give him 3 and a first down.
Good change of pace back, Charlie Bowen, this year.
He is. He's a tough runner. He's run back a kick for a touchdown this year, so he's got a little speed. Can't sell him short as being the prototypical line or fullback.
Yeah. Option for Dalton. He sidesteps a man into the secondary. Still going forward, and he's in for the touchdown. Dylan Dalton for 18 yards, and that puts Bowling Green up 6-0 with 8:48 to go here in the opening quarter.
Man, we talked about Dylan Dalton a lot last year about how shifty of a runner is. Doesn't have blazing speed, but he showed his shiftiness right there as he stepped inside, then a little sidestep, little twist, and in for an 18-yard touchdown.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 here instead of kicking the extra point. They were kicking it early on in the season. Put a man in motion. It's Bowen, and he's stopped. Bottled up and brought back and then thrown down late, well after the whistle. No flag. And it's 6-0. Bowling Green, 8:48 to go in the opening quarter. This is Week 6 high school football on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports, Saints Avenue Cafe, and Penrod Real Estate.
Founded in 2000, Sparks Maintenance Contracting out of Bowling Green has since been performing industrial maintenance nationwide and plans to continue growing. Sparks Maintenance Contracting, attention to detail and compassion are only some of the many things that separate them from other competitors. Teamwork is the key to success in business and in sports. Best wishes to all the area teams from Sparks Maintenance Contracting, proudly serving America.
High school sports on your area's sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Dylan Dalton with an 18-yard rushing touchdown. Extra point or 2-point conversion was no good. And the Bobcats lead this with 8:48 to go in the opening quarter, 6-0. Starks.
Yeah. Really good stuff by Dalton.
Short kick and down at the 36-yard line by North Callaway.
Nobody wants to kick it deep anymore, do they?
Nope.
Except for Montgomery County. They just bang it in the end zone.
Uh-huh. They got a guy with a boot down there, Abercrombie. 1st and 10. O'Neill brings the offense onto the field for the first time tonight.
He's a junior. Got a couple senior running backs with him in Ray and Marino. Double wing this time, huh?
On 1st and 10. They're throwing. Steps up in the pocket, and he's brought down. Short gain, but he didn't have anybody to throw to or enough time to do it.
Yeah, it looks like he'll pick up 1 to save the sack. But yeah, that's what we talked about in the pregame as well. Put pressure on him, make him make quick decisions, and he'll throw one to the wrong color jersey.
Harrison Hunt on the stop.
Hunt, a really up-and-coming sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
Big kid, too.
2nd and a long 9.
Out of the traditional shotgun this time.
2 men flanking him. They're on the ground this time, and nothing much happening there. He made it to the line of scrimmage. It's taken away, and going back all the way for the score is Charlie Bowen. That's a.
They're going to count it?
They are. He ripped it out of the hands of the running back inside that scrum and takes it back 35 yards for a fumble recovery and a touchdown.
Well, it was a scrum half, and as you called it, Bowen came out of the pack. Things had kind of slowed down almost to the point of blowing it dead for lack of forward possession. But no whistle, and he comes out of the scrum half and 35, 37 yards, however you want to call it, it's a touchdown.
Wow. That's a huge swing, and they're going to go for 2 to try and make it a true two-score game, and Marcus in for the extra point, the 2-point conversion to make it 14-0 Bowling Green, 7:56 to go in the opening quarter. Bobcats coming out strong on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Airco Convenience Centers, Freedom Cuts, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-side. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Number 1, Marcus Starks.
Starks on to kick it off. A strip fumble. Run back 35 yards by Charlie Bowen. Makes it 14-0.
Didn't see that coming.
No. Squibber this time all the way down to the 10. It's booted there, and he has to fall on it at the 5-yard line, inside the 5-yard line. Wow.
Looks like they'll mark it right at the 5, so a long way to go for the Thunderbirds. So early mistakes by North Callaway have them in quite the hole.
7:51 to go here in the opening quarter, and nothing going right for the T-Birds so far here in week 6.
6-yard line.
Let's see if the Bowling Green defense can keep them stuffed in their own end.
1st and 10 for O'Neill and the Thunderbird offense. Their third offensive play. They'll run it up the gut this time and get a little bit of breathing room. They gain about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And who was that carried it? 22 maybe, or 26?
I believe so.
Give him 2 on the carry, Ray.
Callaway gains about 2 yards on that run.
I actually think it might have been Moreno. Ray looks like a bigger kid.
Yep. Going to throw and falling down after some good contact coming through the line that time. Was that Hunt again?
I couldn't tell. They're so far away. But, yeah, good pressure again. A sack on the play. Loss of 4, maybe 5, actually.
It was Harrison Hunt. He lost 5 yards. Devin Rio also in on it.
All the way back to the 3-yard line, and it'll be 3rd. And
the offensive lineman, after he was knocked into his quarterback, just laid there.
Now
he knew what happened.
Is going to stop.
They're going to send somebody off.
Must be something to do with blood or equipment or something.
Uh-huh. So a last-second replacement.
I like that rather than calling a penalty. Let's just get a sub in here and let the guys decide it on the field.
3rd and 13 from the 1-yard line, their own 1-yard line. And it's a high snap. It's going to go through the end zone, and it's a touchdown or safety. Yeah, 6:18 to go, and it's 16-0. Bowling Green. Wow.
You talk about the wheels on a bus falling off. Holy smokes.
So they'll free kick it to the Bobcats. Wow. This is just an avalanche.
Bowling Green's put the pressure on them. Ground and pound for that first score, and then, things have gone dramatically worse from that point forward. Actually, I'm in shock.
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily that Bowling Green's ahead 16-0 at this point, but by the way they got there, and now they'll get the ball via a punt or a kick from their own 20, or from North Callaway kicking from their own 20-yard line, and should have great field position once again.
6:18 to go here in the first quarter. 16-0 Bobcats. 2 defensive scores. A defensive touchdown and now a safety.
Is that the first safety we've seen this year?
It is.
I think it is, yeah.
Starks back to receive the free kick. Wow.
Yeah, it's so let's see. Most teams want to punt this. And that looks like to be the case here, and I have no idea. who that is trying to punt. Is it
that's still 20. I think it's 23.
Number 23.
Weber, yeah.
There you go.
And it is Keel fielding it at the 40-yard line across the 50, 45, 40 to the far side. He's got some room. Flag comes out, and he's out of bounds. This one's going to come back from about the 36-yard line. That's where the flag flew.
Big return from his own 40. Would have put Bowling Green in business at about the 22, but as you said, the flag is sitting at the 36. So you got to figure it's a hold or a block in the back. Holding is the call.
So it'll go back 10 yards from there and still be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Still pretty good field position.
First penalty of the game on Bowling Green.
Both teams have been flagged once here in the early going, the first 6 minutes of this first quarter. The 46-yard line.
So you don't, you might have wondered, or I'd have wondered if Bowling Green was going to open it up any. No need to now.
Yeah.
Use your strengths. Pound it, pound and pound. And
rolling out is Dalton to the near side, and that is caught.
Niemeyer.
It's a nice little pitch and catch there to a rolling Owen Niemeyer.
Number 26, Owen Niemeyer.
Looks like they're going to give him 6 on the catch. First completion, first pass of the game by either team.
So Niemeyer, his first reception of the night. And Bowling Green quickly back to the line. And it's Starks again, running through the line, still fighting for more yardage, and all the way down inside the 20 of the T-Birds. That is just tough running.
That it is. 19, they'll give him 20 yards on the carry. He's up to 48 already in this game. Carried 3 guys with him. Hard running, right up the gut.
Peyton Olson in on the stop after the big gain by Starks. Here's a little run to the near side.
Dalton kept it on time on the option. Pick up a couple.
Brought down by number 26, Manny Moreno.
Manny Moreno on the stop. Make it 2nd and 8.
See Louisiana native alum Zach Richardson in the building. He's joined our friends at KHQA.
Yeah.
He stands out with that pretty pink shirt that he's got on too.
Always been a man of style.
Got to point that out.
Pitch out to Starks on the far side, and not a whole bunch there. He'll get about 2 more. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Cut that back to the inside that time, and maybe had a little more room if he had tried to get around the outside. They'll just give him 2 on the carry.
3rd and 6 for the Bobcats.
In 4-down territory, of course, in the red zone.
Down to 4:20 to play here in the opening quarter. 16-0 Bowling Green. Rollout for Dalton. Now they'll put it away. Little head fake, and he's still on his feet. Finally blown dead at the 10.
I think he may have first down yardage, depending on the spot.
It looks like they're going to get him just shy. In fact, a whole yard shy.
So they'll give him 5 on the carry.
4th and 1. They'll go for it here with the clock running down to 3:45 to go in the quarter. They'll sneak it. And he got the first down, and the lineman kept pushing North Callaway back until about 8 yards out of the play.
The other direction.
Yeah.
Gain of 3 for Dalton that time. Down to the 6-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal for the Cats. Actually, they're going to mark it at the 7, it looks like.
So 1st and goal. First and goal for Bowling Green. They've already put it in the end zone twice. Once on offense, once on defense. Added 2 points on a safety. Bowen trying the far side. Could never find the corner. He angled forward, and he's going to gain about a yard.
Yeah, the outside contained for North Callaway has been very good so far. And are they going to give him give him a yard? Yeah, it looks like they'll give him a yard.
2nd and goal for the Bobcats.
That play was kind of discombobulated right at the line of scrimmage. They kind of ran into each other a little bit and didn't come away clean.
On 2nd and goal, roll out this time for Dalton. Looking for an option, finds one, goes through the hands of the intended target. That was Marcus.
Actually had his tight end open in the flat back there. It looked like Brandenburg. We didn't see him. He was in the back of the end zone just to the scoreboard side of the goalpost.
So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 6.
First incomplete pass for Dalton.
Not a whole lot of passing going on.
Yeah, 1 of 2.
On 3rd down, give is to Starks, and he's brought down for a loss. And it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Yeah, good defensive stand by North Callaway. It's like they're gonna no gain. I'll say no gain. And it's 4th and 7.
What do the Bobcats have here on 4th down?
Well, they've tried 2 or 3 different things. They'll come to the sideline, Will Dalton, this time and get the call from Coach Mark St. Clair, who's calling the plays this year for the Cats.
Inside 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Fast-moving first quarter. They put Starks in motion. Pump fake. Dalton has the pylon, and he's in. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Just that one pump fake got the defense to bite, and he had 2 or 3 yards of cushion to get into the end zone.
Yeah, they flooded the right side with the receivers. He pumped it. Everybody went that way. He took off to the left and had wide open running to the flag.
Makes it 22-0. Extra point to come with 1:38 to go.
EJHS 22, North Callaway 0.
7-yard run for Dalton.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And that it is.
Rolling out for the 2-point conversion off of one pair of hands and out of the end zone. No good. 22-0 our score, 1:38 to go in the first quarter here in week 6. Bowling Green on top of the North Callaway T-Birds, 22-0 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Orff Construction, Ackles Farm Market, and Knight Equipment Company.
Since 1939, Meyer Implement Company has been serving the local agricultural and business communities with quality sales and service. Meyer Implement has also taken great pride in supporting those communities and would like to wish the area sports teams the best of luck throughout their seasons. Be sure to stop by and visit the people who truly appreciate your business. Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green, 2 touchdowns from Dylan Dalton, a defensive score for Charlie Bowen, and a safety caused by the defense, and they're in charge of this game over North Callaway, 22-0, nearing the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, North Callaway needs something positive to happen in the worst way here. They may get run out of this building, or off this field, if you will.
Out of the stadium. Starks on to kick it off, and we'll see if he goes deep this time. Another squibber to the near side, picked up at the 30-yard line by number 7 for North Callaway, Lane Kimbley. And that's where they'll take over 1st and 10.
Get those numbers over here close to him. You can read them, can't you?
Let's just stay on the near hash.
That would be a nice thing.
1:34 left in the quarter. 22-0 Bowling Green, and the North Callaway offense has just not had anything happen positive for them so far.
Good pressure by the Bowling Green defensive line and linebackers did not give O'Neal a lot of time. Out of the spread, double wing, this time single back with him.
Put a man in motion into the backfield. They run on 1st down, and that's not much there. A yard for number 22, Trevor Ray.
Ray will get 2.
Rue on the stop for Bowling Green. Gets him out to the 32-yard line. They give him 2. So make it 2nd and 8. They moved that spot forward a little bit.
There's not a lot of room up the middle.
Now they had him around the ankles before he crossed the line of scrimmage. Little misdirection over to the far side. Ran into his own man, and that's going to kill the play. Oh, my goodness. What was that, 9 Olsen on the carry?
It was.
On the reverse. He went to make his cut, ran into his own lineman coming off the edge, and he loses 6 yards. Gunnar Bryant on the stop.
He was being heavily pursued from behind.
3rd and 14 with 25 seconds to go in the quarter.
So behind the change, this isn't a position you want to be in if you're North Callaway. Bowling Green will pin their ears back here. Maybe they'll run a screen play or something.
That's the only thing you can think of as they do put it in the air, and it is caught on the far side. They'll get the yardage back from the previous play. It's going to be 4th and 8.
Nice pass by O'Neill. He'll get 5 on it, but it'll be 4th down.
Weber on the reception. And that'll do it for the first quarter of this ball game. 22-0 Bowling Green leads North Callaway after the opening 12 minutes. Back with the second after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Clint Bowen Construction, Geeky Hillbilly Computer Services, and Meyer Implement Company.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
When it comes to buying or selling real estate, you can count on the professionals at Penrod Real Estate in Louisiana. Serving Pike County and surrounding areas, Penrod Real Estate can find buyers for your home or property and can also assist in helping you find the home of your dreams. Residential or commercial, the friendly folks at Penrod Real Estate invite you to reach out if you're in need of help in any area of the real estate process. Phone 754-6922 or visit the office at 618 Georgia in Louisiana. Penrod Real Estate looks forward to serving you.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Similar game going on Georgia Street down at Cunningham Field.
27-0 Louisiana, 8:39 to play in the first. Quincy Hutt with a touchdown, Mason Washington with 2 receiving touchdowns.
On 4th and 8, they're going to go for it to the far side. That ball is almost intercepted. Probably better off that he let that drop, actually.
Right. It was triple coverage that time. And I guess if you're, well, it was just 3rd down. I guess it was 4th down.
Yeah, it was 4th
wasn't it?
down.
Yeah, you're definitely better off to let it drop. So they'll take over deep in North Callaway territory at their 32-yard line.
The offense comes back on for the Bobcats with 11:54 to go in the first half.
Yeah, I think the defense from Bowling Green might have been smarting a little bit. You get that feel?
Yeah.
This game has that feel.
Uh-huh.
Because they have given up nada and taken 2.
They put Starks in motion, and it's an option play for Dalton on the far side. Puts his head down and will get first down yardage. That's a gain of about 13. And for the first 8 of it, no one knew he had it.
Right, including me. From the 32, they'll mark it all the way down to the 19. So a 13-yard carry for Dalton.
Going for it there on 4th and 8. That's grasping at straws to try and get back in the ball game, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really not the smartest thing to do this early in the game.
On 1st and 10, again, they put Starks in motion. Give it to Bowen this time on the option. He'll put the head down and drag 6 defenders for a gain of about 5 yards.
Take it down to the 16, a gain of 3. Hard-earned yards there by Bowen. Bounced it outside. He tried to go up the middle. That was all jammed up, and he popped it outside for a nice little gain.
Minute gone here in the second quarter. Bowling Green driving again. Pitch out this time for Marcus on the far side. Gets a good block from Bowen and will get around the edge, and I think he's got another first.
Good job by the defense. They just kept stringing him out. You're right, he will pick up a first down, though, so it'll be a 7-yard gain. But that could have been a lot worse.
But does it just seem like even if Bowling Green doesn't have a good play, they have a good outcome?
Well, yeah, and they run so hard. I mean, they run down.
They're so strong.
Talking heads like to say they runs downhill, and that's what they do, man. They get hit, and they just keep churning.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats. I think that was Dalton on the keeper that time, and he'll rumble forward for 1, maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, they marked it at the 8, so it was 1st and goal from the 8. We'll have to see where they mark it. Maybe the 7, 6, 7. It looks like they're just going to give him 1.
Down to 10:15 to play in the quarter. Dalton to Starks, and Starks into the end zone. Marcus untouched.
7 more yards for Marcus Starks, and his first touchdown of the night.
Makes it 28-0, 9:59 to go here in the second quarter. And he just tiptoed through the line and then pranced into the end zone.
He's good at finding the spots, finding the holes, runs patiently.
Rolling out again. They're going to try and put it in the air. Oh, there it is, and that's a 2-point conversion. It looked like he completely ran out of room. Tipped up, and a flag comes in late, and I think that was a little contact between the quarterback and whoever was pursuing him. I think he hit him after he released that ball out of bounds.
You think that's what it was? Or was there a little extracurricular conversation going on? Well, I'm not sure they counted that. They're saying just 28 on the board.
Did they say illegal man downfield? They're bringing him back on. So no 2-point conversion. They'll replay the on-time play.
So, yeah, there is a penalty, and so they'll mark it off 5 yards. I didn't see what the penalty was.
I think it was an illegal man downfield. Ineligible receiver, maybe. Hunt made the catch. I think he's a lineman. Dalton puts it in the air to the near side, and that is caught and in for the 2-point conversion. So they get it anyway.
Okay, so
that's
the pass was good.
Starks with the 2-point conversion after the Bowling Green touchdown to make it 30-0 here in the second quarter. Bobcats lead the T-Birds on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports, Saints Avenue Cafe, and Penrod Real Estate.
It's hard to believe it's been 75 years since Aubrey Knight, way back in 1945, founded Knight Equipment Company. Aubrey's son RJ worked right alongside his dad until December of 1975, when he purchased and incorporated the business from his father. Now known worldwide for their wire rope and splicing, Knight Equipment Company continues to grow. Here's a heartfelt congratulations and a big thank you for being such a model of excellence and consistency. Happy 75th birthday, Knight Equipment Company, 717 North 15th Street in Bowling Green.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Could you think of a better start for the Bowling Green Bobcats?
No, you couldn't have drawn this up on a bet.
30-0.
Thinking this is going to be competitive early, it hadn't been competitive at all. It's been all Bowling Green from the opening kick.
So the EMO, just judging by the first 14 minutes of this ball game, EMO looks like it's going to be Bowling Green, Mark Twain, and everyone else.
It would seem that way.
Picked up inside the 15 and down at the 15-yard line. That's a good pursuit, good kick coverage there for the Bobcats, and they got him pinned back again.
Kicked it deep and got a good roll on the kick, and he picked it up to 5. Was only and good kick coverage as well by the
Bobcats, yeah.
Got reading about the dogs and got them on my brain. Couple scores. Centralia leads Highland 22-0. That's at the end of the first quarter. 13-0. Palmyra leads their game. Let's see. That's over Clark County.
Our hearts go out to the Palmyra family tonight.
Absolutely.
This one to the far side, and that is caught. Trying to find a little more room. Has the first down. That's their first down of the night.
And it is.
Gain of 11 on the play. Olsen on the reception on the far side.
10 yards on the reception.
Cooper Keel finally got him, but not after a gain of 11.
Had a little time to throw at that time. And O'Neill's got a good arm. I mean, he shows he can fling it around some.
He hasn't had much time to do that tonight.
He has not.
1st and 10 after the gain of 11. Out to the 25-yard line. So they officially give him 10 yards. Now they're going to tighten up this formation a little bit.
Bring back in a little blocking.
On 1st and 10. Back to throw again over to the far side. That's caught and out of bounds.
Number 9, Peyton
Olsen again on the reception. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Knocked out of bounds by number 1.
Well, you can count on them throwing it on every opportunity at this point.
From the 30-yard line.
Marcus Starks on the tackle.
They mix in a run just to keep Bowling Green honest, but down 30-0, you got to open up the playbook.
They stretch a receiver far to each side. Got the tight end in the formation as well. Back to throw. Running out of time. Now he puts it in the air on the near side, and that is caught at the Bowling Green 40. It was Manny Moreno on the reception.
Out of the backfield. Well, actually, he was in the slot position.
Niemeyer finally got him, but it's all the way down to the Bobcat 37-yard line. And their first trip into Bobcat territory.
Big gain on the play, 25 yards.
Clock running down to 8:50 to go here in quarter number 2. O'Neill, Bowling Green looking for a little pressure this time. He's got time to throw, now backs out, puts it in the air to the near side, and that is almost intercepted in front of the Bowling Green bench.
Yeah, Heidecker jumped the pattern a little bit, just about a half step too late, or he'd had a lot of green grass in front of him.
For number 23, Matthew Weber.
Matthew Weber again the intended target, this time on the near side. It's 2nd and 10.
Scoring update from the Louisiana High School and Missouri Military Academy game.
30-0 Bowling Green here.
27 cadets, or colonels, 0.
Spread formation once again.
Moreno, the receiver on the near side. They put a man in motion. They're going to run it. And met and brought down right at the line. DJ Feldman, the senior, got him and pulled him down. That's a big back there.
Yeah. Ray on the carry. He's a big boy, but no gain on the carry.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Back to must-pass situation. That hasn't worked so well so far tonight. Well, if they went for it back on their own 32, I can guarantee you this is 4-down territory.
The big back behind him, Trevor Ray. But this is definitely a passing down for the T-Birds. They put it up to the far side. They've got the reception. He tried to loop around to get more yards and does. And a flag comes in from the back judge.
Oh, and that's going to be on North Callaway, a block in the back. It
was short of the first down.
The receiver that came in to block is smacking himself, saying, man, what did I do?
It'll be 10 yards from the 29 of the Bobcats. So they got 9 yards, and now they'll lose 10.
So they didn't get the first down on the pass, which is a good thing for Bowling Green.
It's going to be 3rd and about 11, I believe.
It's going to be exactly 3rd and
11. At the 38-yard line of the Bobcats.
Down to 7:45 to play here in the first half.
So Bowling Green catches a break. Now you got to capitalize on that. Here comes the pressure coming from the edge. Puts it in the air. They're going deep on this one, and it is incomplete.
Oh, through his hands. He had a step on the safety, which I think was that Dalton back there? I believe it was. Right through his hands at the 10-yard line. He walks in for a touchdown. But it's incomplete.
Whipple was the intended target.
So it's 4th and 11.
And that's a play that earlier in the season Bowling Green would probably get a pass interference call on.
Yeah. Coverage has been okay tonight so far.
4th and 11 for the T-Birds. And if you're going to nitpick a 4-0 team, they picked up a few flags along the way. And same route on the far side, and that is, did he catch it? He did.
Yeah, he did.
Wow, laying out on the far side to make that catch. I think it was Olsen.
From the 38 down to about the 7.
And it's 1st and goal from the 6 for North Callaway.
32 yards on the reception. Olsen again, you say?
It was. Peyton Olsen, and that's probably the catch of the night.
And they're in business.
He laid out and was able to keep that ball tucked away as he hit the turf. Best drive so far for the T-Birds. And now the ball comes out, and Bowling Green's going to fall on it. Oh, my goodness. Bowling Green recovers, and the Bobcats get a stop. It was 1st and goal. Now it's 1st and 10, Bowling Green. DJ Feldman falls on the loose ball. He's had a good series.
Holy smokes.
He's got a stop for no gain, and now a fumble recovery for the Cats. And that was just miscommunication between the quarterback and running back.
Yeah, he just didn't get it tucked in, or the back didn't get a hold of it because there wasn't any contact from the defense on the handoff. It was going to be a little trap play to the right side and just didn't make the connection.
Passing on 1st down, Dalton out to the near side and overthrows his intended target. That was number 24 for the Cats, Gunnar Bryant, the tight end.
Had 3 or 4 steps on the defender. Would have been in a foot race from about the 45-yard line if it was not overthrown.
That was daggers there. They were going for the ball game.
Yeah.
The old nail in the coffin with 7 minutes to go in the first half.
So now 2nd and 10. The ball is on the 12-yard line of Bowling Green.
This is a frustrated Thunderbird team right now. On 2nd down, going on the far side with it is Starks.
Flag on the play in the area of holding.
It is. Dalton actually on the keeper. So they'll replay 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd and about what, 17?
Yeah. Let's see. It's going to be 10 yards.
Well, it'll be half the distance.
Half the distance, yeah.
Yeah, it was outside the 15.
So what, take it back 8 from the 16 to the 8.
I'm not sure. It is a hold. They'll take it down to the 5-yard line. Yeah, they took ball penalty.
10.
Yep. Yeah, since it was outside the 10, they can do that. Anything inside the 10 would have been half the distance. So it's going to be 2nd and 18.
Dalton looks to throw again. Another flag, more flags, and Dalton's going to be sacked at the 5.
Now, we'll see what these flags are. There are 2 out there. There's a hold.
I think it was on the same guy.
Yeah. So still 2nd down unless they chose to take the results of the play, which I can't see them doing on 2nd down.
Well, I might be inclined to decline that. But
they did decline it. So it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah.
So third down and a whole lot for Bowling Green.
Yeah, the ball should be back at the 5 where he went out of bounds or close to it. They
Yeah, they're
back
saying the
to
4.
2. Now they're going to get it straightened out.
Yeah, because they marked off the penalty yardage.
Right. And it should be third down, right?
It is. So, say third and 19 after the sack.
Bowling Green needs something positive here to happen, give them a little space in case they need to punt this.
On third down, it's a give to Marcus. And he is brought down.
He'll get him that space.
Yep. Very near the original line of scrimmage, but the punt team going to come out for the first time.
Gain of 7. 10th carry of the game for Starks, up to 71 yards. And now he'll punt it. Little breeze out there. Is it with the breeze? It's kind of a negligible breeze.
Yeah, there's not much happening out there right now.
Need a good snap here. It is.
Gets it off. Good punt. Out
Over
punts
the head. Oh, my Lord.
Receiver, and that's all the way down. Picked up at the 26-yard line. He's going to return it. Makes a spin move and blasted at the 30. Whew. Was that Niemeyer that blasted him? Oh, and Niemeyer, 26 for the Bobcats.
Let's see, we got to do a little quick math on that. 26, it was punted from the 10, so that's 40, 50, 60, 4-yard punt.
And they will take over. And now the official talking to the Bowling Green coaches, the head referee.
Flag back here on the 32-yard line. Can't imagine what that is. Personal foul.
Against the Bobcats.
They'll mark it off from the spot, not from the spot. He pointed like it was going to be from where the ball play ended, so it must have been.
So it's going to go all the way to the 45. Yeah. Or are they going to make them re-kick?
If we got this figured out.
I'd just take it at the 45.
If it was during the play, you wouldn't mark it from the.
Now they're going to talk to Coach Blevins.
It wasn't any possession yet, maybe, when the flag happened. I don't know. It's kind of a weird play.
Yeah.
Because the ball rolled for so long
that
the play, the penalty theoretically could have happened while there was still no possession.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's why it's going to go from where the play ended as opposed to from the spot of the foul.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Bobcat 45. So it ends up being good field position.
Let's go with that. Again, penalties starting to bug Bowling Green again. They're 4th of the half for 40 yards.
5:36 to go here in the first half. 30-0 Bowling Green. They were stopped for the first time offensively tonight after they had stopped North Callaway on a fumble recovery by Feldman. Rolling out to the far side, beats that. Still on his feet and runs out of bounds in Bobcat territory.
That's O'Neal with his first carry short of scrambling. And he'll pick up 11.
Takes it to the Bobcat 44.
Gets him into positive yards for the game.
5:29 to go. Stops the clock as he went out of bounds. Wide receiver to each side. Got some extra on this side. Near side, it's off the hands of the intended target. That was number 9, Olson. There on the coverage was Niemeyer for Bowling Green.
A little too wide that time by O'Neal. Harrison Hunt put pressure on him.
And on that coverage for the Bobcats was number 26, Owen Niemeyer.
So Niemeyer, a couple of big plays back to back.
Said Harrison Hunt. It was actually Gunnar Bryan had come on the blitz.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the T-Birds. Beautiful 9 here for football, week 6.
We don't have the heat on, don't have the air on. That doesn't happen very often.
Back to throw again is O'Neal, and he waited too long, and it's thrown down. Who came through the line that time?
Well, again, number 74. Is that right?
That's Teddy Charlton.
So Bowen was there, and Charlton was there, and the public address announcer is going to give the sack to Bowen. Loss of
9, it looks like. Well, 10.
No, from 8, 44 back to the 44 to 56 plus 2 is 8.
Yeah, it's going to be third and about 18.
But back in North Callaway territory at their own 48-yard line.
And a flag comes out, and they ran out of time.
Delay a game.
Add 5 more to that.
Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate.
Uh-huh.
I just got a text from somebody from Louisiana said they lead that game at the end of the first quarter 49-0.
At the end of one quarter?
At the end of one quarter.
Wow. 49-0 Louisiana over MMA after a quarter. We have 4:35 to go in the half here.
I won't tell you how he described it. Crazy something score. I said, a question mark? What's that mean? Well, 49-0 would qualify.
Yep.
At the end of the first.
The throw, and
there's that screen.
Yep. Screen was still behind the line of scrimmage, and he's brought down at the Thunderbird 45. So they'll gain about 3 on the play. Manny Moreno on the reception. Charlie Bowen on the stop. We're down to 4:15 to go in the half. The band making their way to the south end zone, getting ready for their halftime performance.
Getting close. They're going to do a field routine tonight?
I believe they are. They've got another field day tomorrow. Mark Twain is where they'll be tomorrow.
Awesome.
Big band competition there. Going to be a busy month for the Bobcat Band, the month of October. Punting. Straight up in the air. Going to hit at the 36-yard line and roll back. That's a good North Callaway bounce.
Now I got to give up your info, folks. Mark's child for the band. He's not really studying the band schedule in his spare time. If he's doing that, he does really have too much spare time on his hands. But if we had kids in the band, we'd be doing the same thing.
Yeah. Playing the baritone. It's like a big trumpet.
Yes, much bigger.
Yeah.
Heavier.
For a little kid,
yeah,
too.
She's not very big.
No. Although, she's been in weights the last year and a half.
Well, she probably needed to be to carry that baritone, march around that baritone. Yeah, we're going to have our first time out. We are.
First of the half, 3:43 to go here in the first half. Bowling Green will have it 1st and 10 when we come back on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Airco Convenience Centers, Freedom Cuts, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Hi, I'm Steve Wiseman with the Geeky Hillbilly Computer Services in Bowling Green. I specialize in computer repairs, sell refurbished computers, plus also recycle old computer parts and equipment. I have the experience and expertise to get your computer running in tip-top shape. Call me, the Geeky Hillbilly, at 573-567-6164 or visit geekyhillbilly.com.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats after the timeout from their own 20-yard line. After a nice roll on the punt for North Callaway.
Absolutely. It was a moonshot of a punt under heavy pressure, and then it took a North Callaway roll.
If we would have got the pregame rain heavier than we did, maybe it would have stuck.
That thing rolled about 25
Yes,
yards.
it did. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats, and they get them to jump.
And a big moan from the faithful here at Bowling Green.
There was 6 Thunderbirds that busted through the line that time, it looked like.
Yeah, they were just guessing. They had to just be guessing snap count because they just got up to the line of scrimmage. I'm not even sure Dalton had time to shout out a cadence.
1st and 5 now for Bowling Green from the 25.
Set, and they come.
It's Starks up the middle and finally brought down. He had, one man to beat? Well, he was circled by 3, but
he's been close to breaking it.
All the way down to the 46-yard line of the Bobcats, and a fresh set for Bowling Green.
21-yard gain for Starks. He's been close to breaking one. Got a little closer. You just kind of feel one coming on. Don't you?
We're down to 3:30 to go in the half. Near side, they'll run it. Inside, and there it is. All the way down, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. And brought down at the end after he'd already crossed the goal line by about 5 yards. Cooper Keel with a rushing touchdown.
44 yards.
That makes it 36-0 Bowling Green with the 2-point conversion yet to come. Wow.
He shows speed. He's got speed.
A lot of points being scored in Pike County tonight.
Woo-wee. Well.
Was that 82 so far?
A bunch. Well, you trying to throw some quick math on me? Lord have mercy, we could get struck by lightning.
How about 2 more?
And 2-point conversion hadn't been a thing of beauty so far tonight.
And that one is incomplete, no good. So it'll stay 36-0 Bowling Green, 3:12 to go as the Bobcats lead North Callaway in Week 6 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Orff Construction, Ackles Farm Market, and Knight Equipment Company.
Saints Avenue Cafe is your stop for a hearty meal 7 days a week. Lunch and dinner buffets are offered every day beginning at 11 a.m. Choose from fried chicken, meatballs, salads, desserts, and more. If you're looking for a breakfast buffet, Saints Avenue Cafe has you covered on Saturday and Sunday beginning at 7 a.m. In addition to their daily buffets, Saints Avenue Cafe also offers a full menu, including appetizers, entrees, and a kids menu. Visit Saints Avenue Cafe in Bowling Green for a home-cooked meal sure to fill you up.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and a taste of Philly.
Update from Wright City.
Mark Twain leads them early in the second, 14-7.
Sounds like another ground contest.
Yeah, you're not going to see Mark Twain throw it around too much, I don't believe.
No. Hawkins can put the ball in the air if he needs to.
Yeah, he's capable. He's capable, but when you got the thoroughbreds in the running back positions, go with what got you there, right?
Squibber on the kickoff, and his knee was not down, they say.
Picked it up at the 25, out to about the 33, maybe 34.
Humphrey on the return.
See where they want to mark it. Looks like the 33. So 8 yards on the return.
Yeah, he did a good job not to scrape that knee on the ground when he picked it up.
It was pretty close.
Feldman on the stop.
Might have been some blades of grass touching it.
Maybe they won't mow this week.
Field looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Really good.
Good green color. They redid the Bobcat logo at the 50-yard line.
Actually, it says BG.
Yeah, they're the BG Bobcats,
Right.
Bowling Green Bobcats.
People on radio might think it's a Bobcat.
Oh, that would take a little more skill, I would say.
Yes.
Long rollout on first down and almost tackled from behind, brought down.
Oh, no, he could have got a flag there.
Yeah, that was close. I think he got a hold of him as he was crossing the line. O'Neal came up a little bit lame after that.
Feldman finally chased him down, but Bowling was lucky they didn't get a flag there. He actually turned that into positive yards, actually. Picked up about 3.
O'Neal's run was good for about 3 yards.
He ran a long way for those 3 yards.
He did, from the far hash to this sideline.
So the ball marked at the 36 of the T-Birds. Throwing. Ball may have been tipped as it was thrown. They're going to say it's incomplete.
That ball bounced, yeah.
Intended target on the far side. Blake Whipple.
So it'll be 3rd and 7. He was wide open. In
Yes,
fact,
he
there
was.
wasn't a defensive back within 10 yards of him. He wouldn't have been able to go anywhere if he caught it because he was on the ground. But
yeah, I think that ball was tipped a little bit at the line.
Might have been a busted coverage too.
2:53 to go. Clock stopped on the incompletion. Big play for the Bobcat defense on 3rd and 7. Here comes the pressure. Oh, too quick.
Sidestep. He's in trouble again.
Put it in the air, and it's incomplete. Closest man to it was number 23, Matthew Weber.
And Matthew Weber kind of gave it the old, yeah, I don't know if I want to catch this.
Olay.
Nobody knew where he was. He was kind of hidden right here in the Bowling Green bench. There was not a defender around him. He didn't make much of an effort to catch that, did
he?
Because he'd have had a first down if he just caught it where he was standing.
It would have been very close.
So are they going to punt it this time?
They're going to call a timeout. With 2:47 to play, they'll talk about it, decide whether to go for it or punt. Down 36-0 as Bowling Green leads this one over North Callaway on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Clint Bowen Construction, Geeky Hillbilly Computer Services, and Meyer Implement Company.
Hi, this is Tip the Barber with Freedom Cuts. For fast fades and smooth shaves, Freedom Cuts is the place to be. Follow Freedom Cuts on Facebook to see some of my recent cuts and my hours of operation. Call me, Tip the Barber, at Freedom Cuts to schedule your appointment, or stop by my shop at 313 Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. The freedom to be you at Freedom Cuts.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
36-0 Bowling Green. Big 4th and 7 play coming up for the T-Birds. North Callaway pinned back shy of their own 40.
Well, are they going to punt it? Looks like they're going to line up in punt formation. I don't know why you would just – I still haven't figured out why they went for it back, their second series.
First play of the second quarter, high snap.
Now they're going to go for it and run. Well, that's not going anywhere.
Gets past a man, but tripped by the second. I think he tripped over his own man on the ground.
Yeah, I think Moreno got knocked down trying to block him. It was O'Neal. He'll lose a couple more yards.
And head-scratching moves offensively, trying to get back in this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously desperation time, but
yeah, Bowling Green scores here, puts it over 40 before half. Your night's done.
Yep.
Time to bring out the
interesting score here. Monroe City only leads Brookfield 6-0 at half. At half already.
Wow.
That game's moved right along.
1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Marcus up the middle, makes a move, gets away, and he's gone.
He's gone.
Another touchdown, and he just walks across the goal line with 2:34 to play. 42-0 Bowling Green, and just like that, another big night going for Marcus and the Bobcat offense.
You got that right. 124 yards now after that 32-yard touchdown run.
Extra point to come. I'm sure they'll go for, well, they're going to kick this one.
Might as well practice up. Niemeyer's got a good leg.
Yep. Owen, high snap, get the ball down, and it was pushed. Oh, they said it went through. All right. 43-0. Bowling Green leads North Callaway with 2:34 to go in the first half on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports, Saints Avenue Cafe, and Penrod Real Estate.
If it's time to ride or time to work, it's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than those at Hayden's. If you need help at work or at play, let Hayden's Motorsports Center be your one-stop shop for the most fun and hard-working power sports equipment in the area. They're always ready to help. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
43-0 Bowling Green here in the second quarter. Starks, hit the
And they're going to get it.
And Bowling Green's going to get it back, aren't they?
Well, they're going to say it wasn't touched. It was touched before 10 yards. Is that what they're going to say?
So would that be a flag against?
Why'd they kill it? Oh, I can't advance it. So it's going to be Bowling Green's ball on the accidental onside kick. Another turnover.
Wow.
I guess that's not really a turnover, though.
No.
It's just an onside kick that wasn't supposed to be an onside kick. A bullet by Starks hit one of the up men and bounced over his head, and he caught it at their own 42, took off running, but you cannot advance an onside kick, even though it wasn't supposed to be one.
Right? 1st and 10 for the Bobcat offense, and they could put this in. Another flag is coming across the line that time. It was number 62, Eli Henry.
You got to start feeling for North Callaway. It has just been one of those nights, man. If it can go wrong, it's gone wrong. I've never seen anything like it.
Wow.
Taken away in a scrum half, a safety, now an accidental onside kick.
It's fun for the home fans.
Oh, it is.
Marcus again takes it to the 50 before he's pushed backward.
Same little trap play, and he'll
Moreno wouldn't let go after the whistles had already blown.
Yeah, you might as well stop that. Gain of 5.
Yeah, gain of 2. It was 1st and 5, now it's 2nd and 3.
That's a fact.
And they'll take it near side this time. On the option, and he's gone.
That's Dalton, isn't it?
It is. Dylan Dalton pushed across the goal line.
51 yards.
Wow. No flags. Touchdown Bowling Green. With 1:50 to go, and it's 49-0 here in the second quarter.
They didn't want to be outdone by their brethren across the county. Louisiana, who's leading 49-0.
This is just an amazing offensive and defensive display for the Bobcats tonight.
It certainly is.
They've scored on both sides of the ball.
I believe that's his 3rd touchdown. I can't see
it is
so dark in there, but I think that's his 3rd.
Yes, he has scored 3 times. That one is longest for sure. Niemeyer on for the extra point. Kicks it up, and it is good again. He makes it 2 in a row and makes it an even 50-0. Bowling Green leading North Callaway. Minute 50 to go in the first half on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Airco Convenience Centers, Freedom Cuts, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
50-0, Bowling Green leads. They're going to bring in a different kicker after the accidental onside last time. And kicking it deep is Niemeyer, and kicks it all the way to the deep man, who fields it at the 10 and goes up the middle, bounces off a man, flag comes in. There's all sorts of contact going on away from the play.
Yeah, number 52, White, has somebody from Bowling Green put an arm drag and a toss on him out about the 40-yard line. So whatever took place on that run back, it's going to be nullified by a hold.
Yep.
Number 7, Eli Brody, and number
6th penalty on North Callaway.
Yeah, that one was. I had the potential to be a run back, really.
Yeah, and the Bowling Green guy got away from him once, and he grabbed him and pulled him out again. Whoa, come back here. So they'll mark it back to the 15?
Wow. Pretty much where he
not quite
picked the ball
15.
up.
Yeah, it's going to be like the 18-yard lines where they're going to spot it.
Minute 40 to go in the half.
Man, I think if I'm North Carolina, I'm just handing the ball off, trying to get out of here.
Yeah.
Let this half in. Let's regroup at halftime.
Inside handoff, cut back, and pushing the pile forward for a gain of about 3. Yeah, they'll give him 3.
Looks like Moreno on the carry. They'll give him 2, you say?
That's what it looks like to me.
I'll go with that.
33, Charlie Bowen. Number 68, Jackson
When
Charlton.
you hear these
Jackson Charlton
defensive
in on
rushing
snap.
stats, unless something crazy happens late in this quarter, you're not going to believe it.
On second down, you're going to lose that yardage this time. Tackled up high, loses a yard. Going to bring up third down.
So I think they gave him a yard. Come on. Is that Moreno or Ray? Did you see?
I did not.
Let's go with Moreno.
We're down to 40 seconds to go in the half. 50-0, Bowling Green leading North Callaway. They've added music. High snap. Again, they're on the ground with it. This will be probably the final play of the half.
Yeah, so Coach Blevins
going to be short of the first
now
down.
is thinking like I was thinking. Let's just let this bad boy run out. And Coach Chin's not going. He got
the first down. How about that? It looked like he was a yard and a half short.
Somebody called a timeout. I was like, no way.
So, fresh set.
But
9 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, they should let this just run out. Looks like they will run a play, though.
Running again. Trying to get Bowling Green napping. There's no napping going on this Bobcat front tonight. 50-0 through 2 quarters. The Bobcats lead the Thunderbirds. What a first half of football for the home team and for Pike County. Wow. The scoreboards are wearing out along 54 this evening. We'll take a break, come back with the halftime show after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repairs. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
What a first half of football for the Bowling Green Bobcats. They scored in every way they possibly could in the first half of this ball game and lead the North Callaway Thunderbirds 50-0. As we played the first 24 minutes. Band getting ready to perform their Pirates of the Caribbean routine, but Jim Ross, if it could go wrong for North Callaway, it went wrong. If it could go right for Bowling Green, it went right.
Well, and Bowling Green started out like they wanted. They got the ball, and they just pounded, and marched right down the field. Dalton scored from 18 yards out, and they were up 6-0, and then a defensive turnover. Bowen strips the ball, runs it in for a touchdown.
Less than a minute later, less than 30 seconds later.
Well, yeah, and then a minute and almost a minute 35 seconds later, a safety.
Yeah.
They get pin North Callaway back, and they snap the ball over the quarterback's head out of the end zone. Then they get the ball back, and Dalton goes in for 7 yards out. And before North Callaway before the bus had cooled off, It was 22-0. And it's just been downhill ever since. And then you have the second quarter, the crazy Starks just trying to kick it hard on the ground and hits an up back and bounces over the line, over the kickoff line's head, bounces right up into Starks' hands. And then first or second play after that, another long touchdown run by Dalton from 51 yards out. So, yeah, you're right. If it could go wrong for North Callaway, it has. And you know, Bowling Green's an opportunistic defense. They've made some of this happen. It's not just it's not like North Callaway has made, you know, undeniable mistakes.
Oh no. I keep looking at this game and the score, and I can't believe it because North Callaway has not played bad. They've thrown the football well. They've had a few good running plays. It's just their luck has been terrible. And Bowling Green, like you said, they're ravenous. They'll jump right on that.
Yeah, and they have. And let's just go ahead and look at the stats while we're here. You know, we talked a little bit about how Mark Twain was able to move the ball on Bowling Green last week on the ground. Nah, not so much.
No.
11 yards in the first half, 80 yards through the air, 13 on the returns. Only 104 yards total offense for North Callaway in that first half. 283 on the ground for Bowling Green. Keep in mind these are unofficial. Starks with 126 and Dalton with 105 already on the ground for the Cats. Just 6 yards through the air. Dalton only threw it 3 times, 1 for 3, 22 return yards, 311 total yards on offense for the Cats. So it's dominant.
Yeah, in every facet of this ball game through 2 quarters. And that's not the only blowout we're going to talk about through 2 quarters. We'll mention the Louisiana score. We'll check that score, where they're at against MMA, and a whole bunch more when we come back on the halftime show on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Orff Construction, Ackles Farm Market, and Knight Equipment Company.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Little extended halftime here as they're redoing the introduction of the homecoming court. They were supposed to have homecoming against Wright City. That game was canceled. Couldn't find a replacement, so they had the homecoming dance and everything. But tonight they're introducing the court and letting the ladies put on their dresses again and show off to the community. And they'll introduce the king and queen here momentarily.
Good for them. We can turn the lights back out now. Pike County Schools at half lead 108-0. 59. I'm sorry. Is it 59 or 58? Just got a text.
50 here. Let's see.
58-0. 108-0. Yeah.
Wow.
At halftime by both Pike County football schools. I can tell you we could never have said that. Ever.
Oh, no.
Ever. I mean, ever.
So, Louisiana well on their way to evening their record at 3-3 and have a 3-game winning streak. So That's a pretty good achievement. Now, they'll have to play Bowling Green next week.
Yeah, Bowling Green looms. The other team that put up over 50 at half looms. So let's tell you a few other scores. Lot to get to, actually. Macon, all these are halftime scores. Macon 14-0 over South Shelby. Palmyra 21-0 over Clark County. Centralia 28-6 over Highland. Monroe City, we mentioned this earlier, 6-0 over Brookfield. Hannibal leads Kirksville 20-0. Hannibal undefeated and state ranked. I believe they're 4th. Monroe City dropped to 3. I don't know how they did that. They beat Palmyra last week and dropped to 3rd in the state rankings, but nonetheless. 50-0 here, as you know. Mark Twain leads Wright City 22-7. That game at Wright City. So Mark Twain stretching it out a little bit as well.
Did we get the, let's see here. You got the Mark Twain score, right? I was watching the, Jeff City leading Hickman. You get that one?
Didn't get that one.
21-20 at halftime. Elias over Capital City 12-0 in the second quarter. So there's something going on there in the middle of the state, and we'll try and get you some of those other scores as well as we go through this halftime. 108-0. Bowling Green leads 50-0. Louisiana leads MMA 58-0 through 2 quarters, and congratulations to Charlie Bowen and Miss Bailey there on the homecoming king and queen here for 2021.
Yeah, well, you had to be your homecoming king, didn't you?
Negative, sir.
Okay, never mind. We didn't have football, so I didn't have to worry about that.
Yeah. we had it. We made fun of it. It's still not great. Bishopsburg.
It's fun watching them all dress up, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Girls love doing that. I'm glad they're doing this. This is kind of cool, actually.
Yep.
Unfortunate that Wright City came down with the bug last week or 2 weeks ago and canceled everything. Now the band's going to get out and get to do their thing. Good for them. Got xylophones and gong cymbals, and I don't know what the other thing's called.
Well, they're going to do Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean, huh?
At halftime here, and they'll be again performing tomorrow at Mark Twain's band day. I think later in the month, a week or two off, they'll be at Hannibal, and I think there's 3 home games in the month of October, so it's going to be a busy month for the Bowling Green Band.
Hannibal used to be huge. Is it still as big as it used to be?
I haven't made it up yet. I might have to do it.
This is your year.
Yeah,
they used to do a parade, and then the field shows were at night. So they had marching competition as well as field show competition. I don't know if they still do it that way or not. But as you mentioned, Bowling Green and Louisiana will square off next week. That game is in Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
And I won't be able to get there. I've got obligations with my daughter next weekend.
Well, you'll be able to watch because we'll have it live starting at 6:30 with the pregame show.
That I will.
50-0 through 2 quarters here. About 13 minutes to go before we kick off the second half of this ball game. It'll be a quick second half with the running clock as Bowling Green all over North Callaway through 2 quarters on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Clint Bowen Construction, Geeky Hillbilly Computer Services, and Meyer Implement Company.
Cellular Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, view your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings.
Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
2 quarters in the books here at Bowling Green High School, 50-0. The Bobcats lead North Callaway, and down the road, Louisiana leading MMA 58-0 through 2 quarters as the band is down on the field completing their tribute to the Pirates of the Caribbean right now. Here as Bowling Green gets to talk about it going into the second half of this Week 6 matchup. We're not going to see much of the starters, probably one more series. Do you think even that at this point?
I would guess, you got to keep them sharp. It'll probably let them play one series. They'll be on defense to start the second half, and so we'll see how that goes. If North Callaway would happen to score, I think you can pretty much count on seeing the first team offense one series. If they hold them, then you may or may not. You don't want to get anybody hurt, in a game like this. And North Callaway's not normally a dirty team.
No.
But they have got to be frustrated beyond imagination right now because, as we've said, it just hasn't. Bowling Green's played very well, but things just haven't gone their way either. And as a result, they're in a hole they haven't been in all year.
So 2 quarters in the books. We'll take a break, come back with more of the halftime show after this for you on KJFM.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home.
Meyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Before or after the games this season, let's go to Airco. They're always glad to see you at Airco Travel Plaza in Bowling Green and Airco Convenience Store in Louisiana. Stop in, fill up your vehicle, and fill yourself up with deli sandwiches, snacks, soda, Chester's Fried Chicken, and more. Good luck to the area teams this year from all your friends at Airco. Open 24 hours a day in Bowling Green on Business 61 South and from Airco Convenience Store, Junction 79 and 54 in Louisiana. Let's go, Airco.
If it's time to ride or time to work, it's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than those at Hayden's. If you need help at work or at play, let Hayden's Motorsports Center be your one-stop shop for the most fun and hard-working power sports equipment in the area. They're always ready to help. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
2 quarters in the books here as the band wraps up their performance here at Bowling Green High School about 7 minutes before we kick off, as this was an extended halftime with the introduction of the homecoming king and queen in court, and now the performance by the Bowling Green band. But 50-0, and
let's talk baseball. Shoot, we didn't get to do a game Thursday in softball, so we missed the streak in.
Yeah.
We got to talk about the streak in 17 in a row.
Yeah, go figure. The streak ends on my birthday.
Yeah.
And then they start a new streak on Ryan Bibb's birthday the next day.
And lead 2-0 right now in the 5th. So
yeah, we're beating Chicago pretty good tonight with just the Cardinals winning 2-0, the Blues winning 1-0 in preseason high. First time we played the Blackhawks in a year and a half.
Playing them in Kansas City in Independence, I think, at the new, or it's not that new, but the arena there, it only seats about 6,000 or 7,000, I think, so kind of a cool deal.
Yeah.
But how do you go as the Cardinals from the most boring, impossible to watch baseball team to the most exciting, can't miss TV How does that happen?
It's pretty insane, and it was something happened every night that you wanted to see.
Oh my goodness! And you couldn't. I mean, I'm one of these guys that, if it's the 7th or 8th inning, it's close to 10 o'clock, I'll go to bed. Well, you couldn't during this streak because something was going to happen in those last 2 innings.
Yep.
You had to stay up, and whether they were ahead or behind, it didn't matter. And now my big concern is that they've
peaked,
spent their energies, and of course, we were talking about it at work today. In a one-game deal, it doesn't matter who the better team is. It's just whoever happens to play the best that day. If you get a great pitching performance from somebody, you're going to win, and if your pitcher has an off day, you're going to lose. And so that's just a crapshoot. It doesn't matter if you won 50 in a row or lost 50 in a row. You still got a 50-50 chance of winning that game, and so looks like it's probably going to be the Dodgers.
So in a one-game playoff, you would probably want the Dodgers as opposed to the Giants, and you'd want the Giants in a series because of all the pitching depth that L.A. has, right?
Right.
And plus, they're without Belt now.
Right.
The Giants are, but they're still winning.
And on the flip side, though, we've had a better season record against the Giants than we have the Dodgers.
That's
and,
true.
Of course, you know who we're going to get with the Dodgers. Old St. Louis boy Max Scherzer. He'll start that game, and they've already announced Adam Wainwright, who, by the way, signed a one-year extension today. So he and Yachty will finish their careers together next year. So that will be your starting pitchers. That game will be next Wednesday night.
It was interesting. Waino's last start, Yachty wasn't behind the plate.
Yachty hadn't played for 3 or 4 games now, I don't think.
I think they're just trying to give him a break before the postseason begins.
Yeah, but, man, you don't want to lose your mojo. I guess maybe they're confident enough that he's
a
such
gamer.
a pro that he can just step back in and go. But
he was the only thing we had going in the last playoffs.
Right. And so do you sign Happ? And
no, you signed Scherzer.
Yeah. I mean, Lester, they caught lightning in a bottle with those guys. In my opinion, I know there's some Twitter chat that you got to sign those 2 guys. No way, man. They did what you got, brought them in here to do. It cost you some couple minor prospects. You really weren't terribly concerned about losing. And you've got young pitching coming, and you got to.
Yeah, Flaherty and the like are going to be back to
Hudson will be back. You hope Hicks is back. So Martinez, his days may be done.
He's done.
Not so much because of his pitching.
I saw his
combination of his pitching and his head case problems.
Yeah, it was his birthday last week or the week before, and the Cardinals on their social media wish everyone. All the comments were, he still pitches for us?
No.
Happy birthday, go somewhere else. It was the consensus of the comments for that.
But no matter what happens, if you're a Cardinal fan, it's been a run like no other. The longest winning streak ever by the Cardinals, longest in the National League since 1935.
And the longest streak since the Moneyball A's. So who is going to play Mozeliak? Right. Who is going to don the bow tie?
Oh, my goodness.
In the film adaptation of this streak?
No, there won't be a movie about this. Are you nuts?
How about the controversy in Mike Shannon's last weekend?
Mike Shannon's going down.
Word on the street is.
He's burning the house down on his way out the door.
Not? 50-0 through 2 quarters. Bowling Green leads North Callaway. We'll take a break, come back with second half action after this on Eagle 102.
Orff Construction in Bowling Green has been Pike County's residential and commercial water and sewer excavator contractor for over 54 years. Orff Construction is family-owned and operated and state-approved as septic installers in Pike, Lincoln, Rawls, Audrain, Warren, and St. Charles counties. Orff Construction can also handle your directional boring needs. Contact Les today for your free estimate. 573-324-3552 weekdays. Orff Construction, Highway Highway 161 just outside Bowling Green.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Founded in 2000, Sparks Maintenance Contracting out of Bowling Green has since been performing industrial maintenance nationwide and plans to continue growing. Sparks Maintenance Contracting, attention to detail and compassion are only some of the many things that separate them from other competitors. Teamwork is the key to success in business and in sports. Best wishes to all the area teams from Sparks Maintenance Contracting, proudly serving America.
Since 1939, Meyer Implement Company has been serving the local agricultural and business communities with quality sales and service. Meyer Implement has also taken great pride in supporting those communities and would like to wish the area sports teams the best of luck throughout their seasons. Be sure to stop by and visit the people who truly appreciate your business. Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
12 minutes getting ready to be put on the clock. There's still 16 seconds left of the halftime clock, and then it'll be Bowling Green kicking off to North Callaway to start the third quarter of this ball game. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross here in the broadcast booth. Week 6 action from Bowling Green and all Bobcats tonight, 50-0 through 2 quarters.
It's been a domination by the Cats. I think they felt like maybe they had a little something to prove after last week. There were some people, again, on the Twitter sphere, you can't believe hardly anything you hear out there, but calling them beatable.
Oh, yeah?
They look beatable. Well, you know, they may get beat. I'm sure they'll get beat sometime, but they don't look beatable tonight.
No, not at all. They've got skill and Lady Luck on their side.
Their district, however, is pretty loaded.
Yep.
North Callaway's in it. Montgomery County's in it. Centralia, Hallsville, who's ranked 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, I think that what was there 3 teams in the top 10 in that district.
Right. Yeah. A couple weeks ago, I didn't pay any. I mean, I didn't look close enough this time around. But yeah, we're ready to rock.
12 minutes on the clock. 50-0.
Who Stark's going to hit this time with it?
There's the kick. It goes deep. Fielded on the fly. Across the 20-yard line, 25. Meets some contact. Bowls forward and all the way out to the 34-yard line, and a flag comes in late. Another flag comes in late. There's 3 flags out there, I think.
A little extracurricular activity. Returns out to the 24 or 34, so 24 yards on the return.
Manny Moreno on the return, and we'll see what all these flags are. Everyone's going to come in on this huddle. Niemeyer in on the stop for Bowling Green.
Somebody's saying, I see one of the linemen holding.
Holding against North Callaway.
So that'll wipe out that return. They
had already marched back.
7th penalty.
Well, nothing. It wasn't anything late. It was just a hold.
No, that was. It's interesting they call hold after the runners down.
Yeah, that was.
The play was basically over with.
Uh-huh.
Not basically, it was.
Except for the
the hold, I guess.
Yeah.
24, first down, 24.
First and 10 from the 29-yard line.
Or the 24.
That's right. Back to throw on first down. Goes to the far side, and it's dropped. O'Neal.
He was through for 80 yards. He was.
Whipple can't pull that in.
6 for 11 in the first half.
And it's 2nd and 10. That was just a drop.
It was. Had a couple drops tonight. Had a touchdown pass dropped.
Mm-hmm.
And a point in the game it could have made a little bit of difference.
Running clock here in the second half with the score 50-0. So it doesn't matter if they put the ball in the air. It's going to keep going.
Hallelujah. Because they would put it up a bunch. They're going to put it up a bunch, and this game would last forever.
They got a long way to go to stop the running clock. Fake the handoff. Now he's going to take off the far side and tiptoe the sideline does O'Neill. Gets the first down and then some more.
About the 30, 39-yard line, so he'll pick up 15.
Move the chains. With 10:20 to go here in the third quarter.
Try and keep up with the stats here until they start bringing in everybody on the bench. And that'll end up blowing up my score sheet.
First and 10 for the T-Birds. Here comes some pressure up the middle from Charlie Bowen. He puts the ball in the air, and it's caught on the far sideline, cutting back to the middle, and finally brought down. That's going to be a 12-yard gain and another first down. Whipple on the reception. Cool whip on that one.
Yes, got a nice move. Had a nice move after the catch. Run yards after the catch were positive that time.
I've been waiting all night to say that one.
Worked on that this afternoon, didn't you?
As soon as I saw the name. First and 10. Here comes more pressure from the Bobcats.
Blitz is on.
Gets away from it, does O'Neill, and he's going to put it away and run out of bounds after a gain of about 5.
O'Neill's got a little scat back speed, doesn't he? He's not a very big guy, but he's fairly quick.
He's got a good first step, that's for sure.
He's going to pick up, what, about 5 on that carry?
Into Bowling Green territory at the 43-yard line.
Gets him up to 20 yards on the ground. He's over 100 in total offense.
Drive's already burned out 3 minutes of this running clock.
That's a good thing.
And rolling.
Same thing's going on in Louisiana. They led 58-0 at half over MMA.
Going deep up the middle, and that's almost intercepted.
Heidecker right through his hands. He'll be talking to himself tonight about that one.
Bring up 3rd and 5.
Nice defensive play by Braden that time. Stepped right in front of the receiver. Closed quickly, but couldn't make the catch.
Down to 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. First drive of the second half for North Callaway.
They split trips to the right, single to the left this time.
3rd and 5. Rolling out to throw again. Pressure coming. And Hayes gets away.
Tackle.
Missed him high, and he's going to get the first down on a rush. And then some. Still on his feet. Finally knocked out of bounds at the 20-yard line. How did he get away from that?
28 yards on the carry. Yeah, he.
That was 8 yards deep, too.
Little Houdini there. 3 guys had shots at him, and Starks had a shot at him at about the 48 over on the left hash, and nobody could get him to the ground.
Finally knocked out of bounds at the 21-yard line of the Bobcats. That'll ignite the Bowling Green defense a little bit. They know they missed an opportunity there. Missed a couple opportunities.
They want a shutout. They don't want to give up a score here.
And a timeout taken by the T-Birds with 7:02 to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. They're trailing Bowling Green 50-0 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports, Saints Avenue Cafe, and Penrod Real Estate.
When it comes to buying or selling real estate, you can count on the professionals at Penrod Real Estate in Louisiana. Serving Pike County and surrounding areas, Penrod Real Estate can find buyers for your home or property and can also assist in helping you find the home of your dreams. Residential or commercial, the friendly folks at Penrod Real Estate invite you to reach out if you're in need of help in any area of the real estate process. Phone 754-6922 or visit the office at 618 Georgia in Louisiana. Penrod Real Estate looks forward to serving you.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and a taste of Philly.
7:02 to go here in the third quarter. After the timeout by the T-Birds, they have it 1st and 10 from the 21. Yeah, it's a little farther back than that. They moved the ball, 23-yard line. The official scorekeeper calls it. And pressure coming from Bowling Green. Met in the backfield as the running back, and he's brought down.
Charlie Bowen right up the gut on the linebacker blitz, and nobody touched him.
Bowen with the stop for a loss.
Is that Moreno on the carry?
I believe it was. He lost 4. 2nd and 14. Outside of the 25 now. Clock still rolling. We played half of this third quarter. Bowling Green yet to touch the ball.
As I said, they don't care about that.
Nope.
They want a shutout.
Snap. Rolling out is the quarterback O'Neill. Puts it in the air at the last second and just throws it away. There wasn't a receiver within 10 yards of that pass.
Well, he must have been outside. Well, he was outside the tackle box. And
outside the intended target was Sergio Moreno.
Looks like he got it down past the line of scrimmage, so all's good there.
3rd and 14 for North Callaway. And the bells toll to get this defense up.
The gong.
Third and 14, definitely fourth down territory for the Thunderbirds. They'll set up at the far hash, 2 receivers to the near side. He's looking to throw, puts it far side. It's caught and stopped for a loss. Ooh, big hit at the end of it. He was refusing to go down, so someone came in and put him down.
Paid the price, didn't he?
Yep. He gets, looks like 6 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th and 8.
Nice pass play, though.
58 and 59. Seth Huber and Devin Rue in on the stop. I'm not sure which one delivered the blast at the end. We're down under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
It was punishing, though.
Yes.
Kind of like you did that golf ball a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
that's just sitting there and you hit it. And didn't care where it went, or no, for that matter.
Yeah. 4th and 8, and he's caught and brought down. It's a turnover on downs. Bowling Green gets it back with 4:30 to go here in the third quarter. The Bobcats will try and add to this 50-0 lead. Wow, yeah. Seth Huber on the stop.
Let's see if they leave the first team offense out there for a series. That's how they will. I see Dalton coming off the bench. And Keel comes off the field. He's the backup quarterback, so it'll be.
When North Callaway has been on tonight, Bowling Green has had that bend but don't break, and kind of either wait for the turnover on downs or wait for the turnover. Good things have happened each series. Putting it in the air, and that is intercepted. A 2-man interception, it looks like, for North Callaway at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised pass by Dalton. He was under pressure and just threw up a dying quail. It was
Sergio Moreno got it.
Had 0 spiral to it.
Yeah.
And just a jump ball, and Moreno out-jumped anybody that was around him.
Yeah, it was tipped from one T-bird to another.
It was the old tip drill.
So 1 play off, and the Bowling Green defense has to go back to work with the clock down to 3:30 to go in the quarter.
First turnover of the game.
For the Bobcats.
For the Bobcats, that's correct.
They'd love to get it back here. Roll out for O'Neill to the far side. That ball is caught. Steps around the first tackler and brought down from behind, but he'll get first down yardage inside the 30 to about the 26. Peyton Olson. Bowen got him from behind, but it was a good mess to get the first down.
16th pass of the game by O'Neill, over 100 yards now at 108.
2:50 to go in the quarter. Bowling Green's defense has to be getting a little tired.
A little tired. A bunch of them go both ways, all right? So they're kind of used to being out on the field all the time. So probably not much difference.
They've had one offensive play Bowling Green has here in the second half. Roll out to throw, O'Neal. And he gets through and into some open space, finally brought down from behind. He paid the price for that one, but it's going to be another first down, gain of 11 on the play, it looks like.
Scrambled around nicely.
Devin Rue finally got him from behind, but he's taken a beating today and kept on ticking.
Those are the kind of plays that worry you, though. One of your defensive guys gets hurt on a broken play like that.
Fresh set for North Callaway. They're down inside the 20 to the 15 of the Bobcats, so right back into the red zone after Bowling Green got the turnover on downs last time around. Roll out. Throwing it, corner of the end zone. That is caught for the touchdown. Touchdown, North Callaway. O'Neal. Who was it?
I don't know.
That was a long way away with a white number on a white jersey. Yeah, that's in. It counts. So the starting D allows a touchdown for the second straight week. It's 50-6.
Yeah, we apologize. We can't tell who it was, but if you were sitting here looking at these uniforms, you would understand.
Uh-huh.
They are going to try and kick the extra point, though.
That they will. On to kick it is Matthew Weber. And it's blocked. Kicked it right into the chest. Who was that? Feldman? Is that 50 or 58? It's Huber, I believe. Now, I still can't tell.
Somebody in the center part of the line. How about that? You know, the Bowling Green numbers are hard to see, too, because especially during the game, they
start
bunched
bunching up.
Yeah, because of sweat. They bunch up, and they're just not very easy to see. One of our colleagues from Crest, Brad Boyer, who's been broadcasting games forever, he had a tweet out this week about when is the NCAA and National Federation going to require football teams to wear uniforms that you can read their number.
Yeah.
From afar.
Yeah. You know, most colleges have, big monitors.
Big number. Well, they have big numbers,
yeah.
On the backs of them that you can see. And although, some of them have some squirrely colors that make it somewhat challenging.
And we'll zoom in on our webcam just to.
That doesn't help our people on the radio.
See
however.
that? I know, but this just to get a taste of what's what we're looking at. If you're watching our YouTube channel, it's not fun.
We were prepared for this. we knew it wasn't.
They kick it deep.
Good kick this time.
And it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And Bowling Green will take over 1st and 10 with 1:30 to go.
Nice deep kick that time by North Callaway. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure why Bowling Green was passing the ball in the last series anyway.
Yeah.
Just put it on the ground and watch the clock run,
Minute and a half. They ran off. Bowling Green had it for one play.
One play so far, yeah.
But that means North Callaway ran 10 minutes and 30 seconds off the clock. So, realistically.
Granted, it was continuous clock.
Yeah. Bowling Green could do the same and run this game out.
8 in the box once again.
And not much happening on first down. Little pushing after they play. And Starks ends up going head over heels out the back of it. No gain.
Yeah, 15 yards behind the play. And they'll give him no gain. 126 yards for Marcus in the first half. Couple touchdowns. Did he have 2 touchdowns?
He did.
They scored so many I can't keep track of them.
Yep, he had 2. Dalton had 3. Niemeyer had 1, right?
Yeah, then Keel had 1. Bowen had 1. No, Niemeyer didn't have 1.
No, Niemeyer, Bowen had
it.
Running again on 2nd and 10, and they tried to rip the ball away from Starks, but he keeps bouncing forward for a gain of about 9. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Well, they switched to a 5-2 as we talked, gain of 9. And Man, you put that many guys in the box. I've said this earlier in the game. Starks is so fast. If he breaks one turn the quarter,
it will. 50-6, Bowling Green leads. Heading to the fourth, they'll have the ball 1st and 10 when we come back on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Airco Convenience Centers, Freedom Cuts, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Hi, I'm Steve Wiseman with the Geeky Hillbilly Computer Services in Bowling Green. I specialize in computer repairs, sell refurbished computers, plus I also recycle old computer parts and equipment. I have the experience and expertise to get your computer running in tip-top shape. Call me, the Geeky Hillbilly, at 573-567-6164 or visit geekyhillbilly.com.
It's hard to believe it's been 75 years since Aubrey Knight, way back in 1945, founded Knight Equipment Company. Aubrey's son RJ worked right alongside his dad until December of 1975, when he purchased and incorporated the business from his father. Now known worldwide for their wire rope and splicing, Knight Equipment Company continues to grow. Here's a heartfelt congratulations and a big thank you for being such a model of excellence and consistency. Happy 75th birthday, Knight Equipment Company, 717 North 15th Street in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Start of the fourth quarter, Bowling Green has it 1st and 10. And before they can snap the ball, the side judge comes in. And they're going to huddle up. Not sure what that was about.
Not either.
Clock wasn't set yet. 50-6, our score. Bobcats, all those points in the first half.
Tommy Grigsby, right?
Running it up the gut on 1st down. They're going to get 3, maybe 4.
Our
across the
press
35.
box crew told the officials that if anything goes wrong, blame Tommy Grigsby.
Yeah.
It won't be Tommy Grigsby's fault, but we're going to blame him anyway. Because he's got the night off.
Oh, night off.
Yeah. Who carried that ball, by the way? All right, do you know? Was that Dalton?
Now they're bringing in some
Uh-oh.
second string now.
Uh-oh.
Some youngsters coming in. It was a 3-yard gain. Call it 2nd and 7. And we'll try and get some names for you. As they'll lose yardage. Yeah, still fighting for it, but they'll still lose yardage on the far side. It's going to be 3rd and 9.
So the first group played.
That was Blaine Bryant on the carry. Number 10. In at quarterback is number 7, Eli Grody.
So Starks is going to end with 135 yards on the ground. Dalton with 107, and he only passed the ball 3 times. He was 1 for 3 for 6 yards.
And a pickoff.
And an interception. That is correct.
We're down to 10:40 to go in the ball game. Pitch out on 3rd down, trying to find the corner. And ooh, that's very close to being a late hit. It looked like he was trying to slam down Bryant at the end of that, but ran into a Bowling Green player, and they're going to have a hold against the Bobcats.
Why is the clock stopped?
I don't know. For the penalty?
I don't think the clock stopped for anything but timeouts and scores.
Yeah. It is stopped with 10:21. Now they'll wind it.
The whole idea of a continuous clock is to keep the game going, right?
Yeah. So it's going to be 3rd and about 16.
That's a good number
for the second string Bobcat offense. And now a timeout taken by the defense.
Oh, Lord.
On 3rd and 16 against the second stringers in a 50-6 game, North Callaway takes a timeout here on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Orff Construction, Ackles Farm Market, and Knight Equipment Company.
Saints Avenue Cafe is your stop for a hearty meal 7 days a week. Lunch and dinner buffets are offered every day beginning at 11 a.m. Choose from fried chicken, meatballs, salads, desserts, and more. If you're looking for a breakfast buffet, Saints Avenue Cafe has you covered on Saturday and Sunday beginning at 7 a.m. In addition to their daily buffets, Saints Avenue Cafe also offers a full menu, including appetizers, entrees, and a kids menu. Visit Saints Avenue Cafe in Bowling Green for a home-cooked meal sure to fill you up.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
9:56 to go after the Thunderbird timeout. Bowling Green will have it 3rd and 16 from their own 26. See what this offense can do here on 3rd and long. Grody out. A pass is completed on the near side, and that's going to be very close to a first down.
It's going to be close. Nice play.
That's going to be about 3 yards short.
Actually had a receiver deep. That was Drew Dalton. The problem was he was running right next to one of the other receivers.
Yep.
And I don't think they were supposed to be side by side. So
4th and 3.
They're going to go for it, aren't they?
So gain of 13 on the pass and catch. Grody to Blaine Bryant.
Looks like a lot of clean jerseys out there for North Callaway as well.
Yep. Some smaller fellas.
So this maybe has turned into a JV game, huh?
Uh-huh. Grody keeps it. He's got the first down. And Eli's still on his feet near the 50. They'll stop him about the 47. And that's a first down for the Bobcats.
Keep the clock rolling, they would say.
And the Bobcat fans enjoying the second stringers converting that 4th down play.
Bowling Green will be on the road next week to Louisiana.
Bowling Green at Louisiana next week, 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff for the Mayor's Cup.
And then the week after next, they'll be on the road again to South Callaway before returning home to host
Louisiana, after tonight, will be 3-3 with a 3-game winning streak.
Haven't seen a score. Sure, it's been a quick habit.
Oh, breaking through and heading down the sideline. Finally brought down. Long run that time for number 15. That's Brandon Gam. And that'll take it all the way down to the 13, it looks like.
Big run for Mr. Gam into the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs lead the Colonels 65-0.
65-0.
Well, the challenge you've got if you're Louisiana, you only have 28 players.
Yeah.
Or 27 players, so you don't really have that many subs that you can bring in like we've got going here and have a full core JV game going on.
1st and 10. And they'll try to push it through the line.
Something happened on the exchange there. That was a mess from the outset.
So 2nd and 10. He got back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 15, Brandon
Gam on the carry.
Gain of about 1.
Because I'm fairly confident that Louisiana does not want to run the score up on MMA.
Not at all.
On anybody for that matter. Those
Very
days
true.
Those days are kind of gone, you know. Guess there's probably still a rivalry game two out there that if one team or the other had a chance to really stick it to their chief rival, they might, but not very often.
Up the middle and bouncing through and in for the score. Touchdown Bowling Green. Blaine Bryant gets the TD. And it's 56-6.
11-yard run by Bryant. 6:30.
And they're not even stopping the clock for the touchdown now. Making up for some of that clock time earlier.
Amen. Amen and amen.
Owen Niemeyer going to try and kick the extra point. And that one's blocked. Off of somebody's face mask, I think. 6:10 to go, 56-6. Bowling Green leads North Callaway here in the 4th quarter on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Clint Bowen Construction, Geeky Hillbilly Computer Services, and Meyer Implement Company.
Hi, this is Ted the Barber with Freedom Cuts. For fast fades and smooth shaves, Freedom Cuts is the place to be. Follow Freedom Cuts on Facebook to see some of my recent cuts and my hours of operation. Call me, Ted the Barber at Freedom Cuts to schedule your appointment, or stop by my shop at 313 Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. The freedom to be you at Freedom Cuts.
Area high school sports on the Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
So the second string offense in on the party. Blaine Bryant scores a touchdown, and the Bobcats restore their 50-point lead.
Good run, couple good runs in there. Gam with a big run during that series, and then Bryant finishes it off with a touchdown.
Moreno back to receive the kickoff. Starks back on to kick it, and it hits the man.
Again.
Yep.
A little further deep. 15 yards deeper that
Picked up
time.
by North Callaway and brought down immediately. No return. And we're down under 6 minutes. Olsen picked it up.
Now, I understand that hitting the up back.
Uh-huh.
But that guy was, the ball's kicked at the 40. That hit him at about the 6-yard line.
Uh-huh.
And it's still like he didn't see it was coming. It's
Yeah.
like, holy smokes.
So Bowling Green or North Callaway will take over 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line, their own 28. Clock running under 5.5. Bowling Green led this game at halftime 50-0. Now it's 56-6. Trying to get a man off the field before the snap was North Callaway. They had 12 on the field. Late pitch out near side, and nothing much going on there. A gain of about 4. Riley Humphrey on the carry, number 31. Blaine Bryant on the stop.
And he was corralled by the coaching staff as he was going full bore for the track.
Yep. They caught him. His feet flung toward us, yeah.
Yeah, he's on that turf. I imagine that turf might be a little slick from the earlier shower we had.
Uh-huh. 4:40 to go. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4. Back to throw this time. Steps up in the pocket, and he's off on the run now. Has the first down and brought down at the 45-yard line. So a good run. That's Sergio Moreno.
Sergio, gotta love that name.
Sergio and Manny. Bryson Brandenburger on the stop after the gain of 15.
Actually, a big hit by Brandenburger.
He pulled up outside his house, and about 10 Bobcats piled out of the car. It was like a clown car. And now a sack, and the ball comes out. Are they going to say he was down?
Yep, I believe they are.
Still, good job falling on it that time by Bryson Brandenburger. But the play was blown dead.
Side judge over here shut it down.
Be 2nd and 12 after the sack.
Clock continues to run. 3:20, 56-7. Bowling Green leads it. They'll go to 5-0 on the season.
Back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Now does unleash a long one, and that is almost intercepted. Going up for that one was at number 22 on the coverage, Adam Engel. One of the seniors gets into the action here in the second half and almost pulled away a pick.
The receiver was actually open by about 4 or 5 yards, and it was underthrown. Engel close nicely and couldn't quite corral it.
That would have been a nice senior night present for him.
Wouldn't it, though? His dad, Brent Engel, would have quit talking about ancient history and talked about current history. Yeah.
3rd and 12, high snap, and in trouble is the quarterback, and he's brought down. Throwing him down is Brandenburger.
Good job by Moreno to swat the snap up in the air to where he could at least control it, and then he paid the price. Big loss all the way back to the 33-yard line.
Blaine Bryant also in pursuit, but that's Brandenburger's.
13-yard loss.
4th and 22 after the sack.
And you got a punt, right? They're not going to punt, are they?
I would not think so. Not at this point.
Hallsville Southern Boone game. Hallsville 46.
4th and 20+. For North Callaway, and they're going for it. 3 receivers to the near side, and flags come out. It's going to make it a little longer. Someone wasn't lined up right.
On Bowling Green. However, that will let the clock run some more.
Oh, it is against the defense for leaving a little early. Minute and a half to go. It's still 4th and 19, 18. Long ways.
At this point, we'll be under a minute before this ball snapped. And Bowling Green may or may not get a playoff if this is not a first down.
No. Minute 10 left on the clock. Play clock down to 14. Still 4th and almost 20.
Crazier things have happened tonight, that's for sure.
Interesting pitch out at the end.
Little option play, and looked up and saw a bunch of black jerseys, Moreno did, and said,
"Nope,
you take this one, big fella." Of course, we
nothing happened.
We have no idea who the running back was over on that far side. There's no way you can see the
Riley Humphreys.
There you go. Somebody's got binoculars over here. They're cheating.
Next time I see North Callaway, I'm going to bring them.
Well, Bowling Green, they don't have to run a play if they don't want.
Yeah, there's
1 second difference, so they can hold off if they want.
And the Bobcats improve here in week 6 to 5-0.
They do a little clock trickery over here. Don't start that clock. Give it 1 more second before you flip the switch.
That's the end of the ball game. 56-6 our final. Bowling Green makes a statement over North Callaway. The T-Birds fall to 3-2 and have lost 2 games in a row. Back with the post game as fireworks go here at Bowling Green High School after this on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 post-game show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, and MLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
And now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Final here, 56-6. Bowling Green improves to 5-0 with a win over the North Callaway Thunderbirds, a team that we were expecting to give the Bobcats a game here tonight, but that just did not materialize as Bowling Green came out and had a couple of nice breaks there in the early going and were able to pour it on well before halftime.
Well, but the main thing they did is they started with that first series. And they did what they do. You know, we talked about that a little bit in the pregame. They handed the ball off, ran the ball in between the tackles, and just played smash mouth football, marched down the field, and got a score, an 18-yard run by Dylan Dalton. And that kind of set the tone for the game. Then the defense took over. Charlie Bowen with a strip, fumble, and score, if you will, scoop and score, strip and score.
Yeah.
Then a safety, and Bowling Green was off to the races.
Yeah, by that point, it looked like North Callaway was a little demoralized.
Their spirit was broken. Yeah, without a doubt.
2 defensive scores back-to-back like that, and the rout was on as Bowling Green wins this 56-6. But they came out of the locker room, North Callaway did. They didn't give up on this ball game. They had a 10-minute plus drive, and were able to put it in on the first-team defense for Bowling Green before they came out.
And then got a stop.
Yeah.
You know, got an interception before both coaches emptied their benches and let the young guys get a bunch of playing time, which was good for all involved.
We'll see Bowling Green again next week on KJFM as they'll travel down the road to Louisiana, the Mayor's Cup. In the 2021 edition, Louisiana sporting a 3-game winning streak after their win over MMA tonight. We'll tell you about that score and much more as we continue the postgame show after a Bowling Green 56-6 victory over North Callaway here in Week 6 on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hayden's Motorsports, Saints Avenue Cafe, and Penrod Real Estate.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
56-6, our final. Bowling Green over North Callaway. Some scores from around the area, and you've got an upset on there, don't you?
Ooh, I do. Let's start with some other stuff first. Hannibal beat Kirksville 41-0. Most of these are going to be fourth quarter scores. Centralia 40-6 over Highland. Momet Seymour is beating Quincy Notre Dame. I think Quincy Notre Dame's undefeated. That's a 27-0 score. Mark Twain over Wright City 22-7.
Actually, that one, I got an update on that one. 46-7 with a minute to go in the third.
Yikes.
That was the last update.
Fayette leads Paris 52-22. You know the score here. Pittsfield 29-0 over New Berlin.
The Pretzels.
Palmyra leads Clark County. Actually, that's a final 41-0. And the upset of the night, Brookfield upsets Monroe City 14-6. You have got to be kidding me. Sterling over Quincy 24-6. And Macon leads South Shelby in the fourth quarter 34-18. Louisiana 65-0 over MMA. That was at the end of the third quarter.
And
that may very well be over with by now.
I think Van Far, that game is tomorrow.
Which I didn't realize.
Against South Callaway.
Just now, yeah. South Callaway is one of the remaining challenges for the Bobcats.
Yeah, they didn't have the start they wanted, but they're playing a lot better the last couple of weeks. So we'll see if they're on the right track. Bowling Green, again, at Louisiana next week in the Mayor's Cup. The final tonight, 56-6 over North Callaway. Any final thoughts? Do we have an update on the Cardinals or anything? Blues?
Sure, I can get you both of those. Just give me one little moment. 3-3 baseball.
3-2 in
Blues
hockey.
lead 3-2 at the end of second. Cardinal game's in the bottom of the sixth.
So the Cubbies have come back.
Looking for their late inning magic. It's
Uh-huh.
all set up just like the doctor ordered. No, it was a good game for Bowling Green. Somewhat shocking as you it reiterated in your comments. And hey, they get Louisiana. It's a monumental challenge for the Bulldogs, but they're riding high right now and on a 3-game win streak. And what they'll get to find out what they want to be next week, because Bowling Green, I think by all observers would agree, Bowling Green's probably a step ahead of Louisiana at this point. And so it'll be a good challenge for them, and they'll get to find out where they are against the top or the elite. Actually, Bowling Green's elite this year. And
it kind of reminds you of the Cardinals a little bit during that streak. Cardinals were a good team, but they had a little bit of luck along the way. Bowling Green kind of had that luck going for them tonight.
And a lot of talent.
And a whole lot of talent. 56-6, our final for Jim Ross. Mark Fronick saying we'll see you next week for more football here on Eagle 102. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of Area High School Sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio. You're listening to Eagle 102.